And we're live.
Welcome back to another session of the Gilded Dice. Cheers. Pshing! Pshing!
Ching.
Pshing! No one else? No one?
I did it.
Oh, sorry. Pshing! Lucius? Saya? Anyone? No? Just leave me hanging.
Got an
Come on.
empty can here.
Pshing!
Ching.
Anyways, welcome back. Another session. We are missing Rogadar today due to a last-minute work situation for him. So he'll have to be played by the wonderful Lucius. Goal today is to kill him. Did I say that out loud? Damn it. So, last session, you guys kicked it out of Wamford and the barge right in, finally on your way to Waterdeep. You hitched a ride on a boat called the Riverdasher, a water elemental powered ship heading south to Waterdeep from Yartar, where they had picked up a bunch of cargo and intend to sell it in Waterdeep. The captain is Captain Whitemane, a strapping old dwarf with white hair. He's been around the world on various expeditions, one of which he had sailed to the Isles of Shult, the jungles where he picked up Jungle Vines, a Tabaxi cat that he takes along with adventures on. You all sailed on the ship, and were enjoying a quiet sail when you guys were attacked by mysterious entities, small little creatures called Dipsa, that were slowly poisoning you and killing you, and you had no idea, and eventually killed them all in the basement, but Lucius almost died from it. It was great. At which point, time passed and you guys sailed along, and you found, in the distance, a dying hill giant, surrounded by a bunch of dead humanoids. You guys went off to investigate to find out that the humanoids were part of the mountain crashers. A battle seemed to ensue here where they nearly pretty much killed, fatally wounded the hill giants, but at their own lives, at their own cost. Anakel has uncovered the living remains of a baby hill giant tucked away in what appeared to be the camp. After much debate and debacle, you brought the baby on board. I don't have a token for it, so it's a mini adult hill giant. Because you know how hard it is to
That's all
find
babies are, is mini adults, right?
That is true. I mean, feel free to go try to find me a baby hill giant. You'll get pictures of large babies, like real life babies. Which is you routed aboard due to the dismay of Captain Whitemane and pretty much everyone else on the crew. You guys, that's where you left off, bound for Waterdeep in the late afternoon.
And now we have a baby.
So you guys heaved the baby up using a net, and you kind of just left it on the grounds. It's still bound in the furs of various creatures, of elk and deer, and it literally just looks like a mound of flesh. Sometimes when it rolls its head to the side, the fat just falls off to one side. You can swear you see an eyeball sticking out somewhere.
Aww.
Other than that, there's barely any features.
That's not cute.
It's a blob of fat.
Is it still a sunny day?
Let's see. As the afternoon rolls in, clouds start to become sparse in the sky, but the sun still's piercing through. Still bad weather for you.
Yeah, Lucius kind of had his say about the whole baby thing at the end of last session, so now he's just gonna stroll right past and go back down below deck. Back to his room.
I turn to Anakel. So what should we name it?
Well, actually, I had a crazy idea. I don't know if it's gonna work.
I can't wait to hear this one.
You see, and I pull out the ring of teleportation.
I knew it!
If we can somehow get this ring on the baby, we might be able to send it to Groodhog. And then we won't have to worry about it. It'll be in the hands of Chief Guh. And they seem to be on good standings with the other babies, or other hill giants.
Other babies. Good standing of other babies. Do you even know how that thing works?
Nope.
It's worth trying.
If you put the teleportation ring on, and you think of some place, it'll teleport you there, right? So if we put it on the baby, the baby will think of someplace and teleport there. What if it's thinking of like the womb or something?
Shoots out. Well, that's morbid. Guys.
We don't know. Can I discern or some sort of do I know if that would work as a
well, you did from your short rest that you kind of attuned to the item. You know it's fragile, it's on the fritz, it's borderline working. It seems to be would work in terms of teleportation, but you're just not. You're not very certain of how well it's functioning. Yeah, I mean, you figured that.
Sorry.
You figured that the user holding it is the one that has to activate it. That as any other attunement magic item.
Do I know if I'm holding it with someone else in my hand, would that take the person with me?
Yeah, but
you feel like you can deduce possibly that if you are like in conjunction with the person, like a fusion almost, like a conduit, that you may get whisked away as well. Who knows? It's a grand possibility, but it is fractured, so you're not certain.
Who wants to be the one to test this?
You.
No, I think.
You're a plan.
Does anybody know how to just I don't know, make some leather pack, strap the baby in? I can carry it around like that.
I want to try to teleport the baby first.
Well, someone has to go with the baby, and it might be a one-way trip.
Yeah, you go. Your idea, your plan. Let's try it.
I'm not going.
Wuss.
Does Whitemane have anything we can build a baby harness out of? Preferably one that can go on the back, and then we also carry on the front, so the baby can look forward.
Whitemane says.
I have an idea. Why don't we get a basket, cover it in pitch? We lay the baby in the basket.
What's
Lay it on fire?
Set it off into the river. I heard a story about that once. It ended up he became prince
of Egypt.
Wolverine, you would make a great bard.
Does Whitemane have anything we can make a baby harness out of?
Whitemane says, I've got a bunch of empty sacks if you wanna sew some together and I don't know, make a carry-on for the baby. Vines, get me some sacks. And Vines runs off. A few minutes later, comes back with a bunch of empty sacks. Some are torn, but I mean, you could probably sew them together some way.
Not a bad idea. That way, at least we don't have to carry them in our hands. And Wolverine's strong enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna take those sacks and try my hand at making a little, cut some holes in for the legs, for the arms, put the baby in, strap it around.
Baby's gonna start growing though.
It with the ability to reverse it and have it front pack.
This is like
for healthy development, we want the baby to see the world in front of it.
Absolutely. All right. So you grab the sacks and take the baby with you, Wolverine, and begin to work on your little baby sack
contraption.
When we get to Waterdeep, we're gonna sign it up for Kumon and all the other special schools.
Do people? Is Kumon a regional thing?
No, it's not.
I think it's just ours.
It's in Japan as well. It's not in Japan. I was like, hey, it's Kumon.
Oh, okay, cool. I was I wonder if I'm always curious when we make references if we're basically telling people where
I
we are.
I think I've seen it in Europe as well. It's a national thing.
I don't think it's from Canada.
All right, so Captain Whitemane.
We are from Canada. We've told everyone we are from Canada.
Okay.
So,
guys, it is a Japanese company.
As you get discussing the origins of Kumon, Captain Whitemane just looks at you curiously and watches as Wolverine picks up the baby, who is just kind of ogling at the worlds from whenever it can see past its eye flaps. And I guess you head downstairs as well, or what are you doing this, Wolverine?
Yeah, head downstairs.
All right. Place yourself, and I'll give you the baby as well.
Oh.
Baby.
Captain Whitemane just shakes his head, takes back control of the ship, and
I
he's
head
just
back,
shaking his head.
head back to the front of the ship and just relax on the nose again.
All right. As you guys are just kind of spreading out, doing your thing. After some time, Wolverine, you're messing around. You managed to make a sack of sorts. You get some of the leg holes too small. You anticipated it a little bit wrong. You gotta like shove the fat legs through. But you managed to, constantly make a bunch of these, kind of reinforce it a bit, and you got yourself a nice little sack, burlap sack.
I sling it over my shoulders and I walk up to the top deck.
All right,
Hey guys.
I think I can group you guys as like one token. Let me do that.
Good job, Wolverine. Maybe when we get to Waterdeep, we can find a smithy or something that who can make a proper leather strap.
This is quite comfy. I'm liking it. It's not bothering me at all.
All right, so about that name, what should we name it? Is it a boy or a girl? Do we know? Wolverine, look underneath.
I probably, when moving it in, would have checked. So what is it, DM?
Let's see what it is. It's a little baby boy.
Little baby boy.
Let's
It's a
call
boy.
him Hodor.
I'm a father to a boy. bouncing baby boy.
What should we name him? We need a good, strong hill giant name.
Charlie.
Charlie? Okay, I can find that.
There's so many
Charlie
options
the
for
Hill-
nicknames too. There's Charles. There's Chuck. There's
Not Chuck.
Lula.
What? There's Tallulah?
Charlie the chubby baby. Charlie the chubby baby.
There you
Hill
go.
giant baby.
It just it flows,
Yeah, Charlie the baby. Okay, we got it. Henceforth.
Henceforth known as Charlie the Chubby Baby. All right, so you guys are, you're doing your thing. Is there anything you guys want to do on the boat before we? Anything you want to ask? Do anything? All right. At which point, at some point, you're settling down, play with the baby. Captain Whitemane turns to Vines and says, "Vines, take control. Just gotta go down below deck for a second." And Vines hops over, and he can barely. He's like standing on the actual on the, what do you call that? The boat wheel.
Steering wheel?
Is it called the steering wheel? He's standing on the steering wheel and he's using his feet and his balance to just turn the boat. Whitemane heads to below deck for a few minutes. Shortly after, he comes back up top deck. He looks visibly taken aback, a little bit angry, and says,
Oh.
"Oi, all of you, assemble on the deck. I will have a word with all of you."
Oh shit, what do we do? I need to tell nobody.
Somebody call Lucius.
You got the
Kind of
earpiece.
walks up top deck. Lucius now says, "Get the other one."
Call him, Wolverine, call him.
No, you'll hear about this.
I mean, Captain Whitemane told you to get the other one.
Captain
Okay,
Whitemane
I'll go
told
down
me
and get him.
that I was selling
Well,
vines.
told like all of you.
I'll go down and get him.
I got Charlie. I can't just wander around, hit his head on something.
All right, Luna.
Hey,
go get-
Lucius. You asleep?
No, I'm just kind of chilling.
So the
Yes,
captain wants to
Luna?
see us. Top deck. Come on.
All right. So I go join, obviously.
We'll be stripping decks.
Obviously.
Mike, you're on mute.
So Captain Whitemane sees you guys. He's pacing back and forth along the top area of the ship. He looks visibly angry. He's kind of just tapping his hilt on his sword. And he says, "All right, we need to have a little talk. I'll let you bring this little thing on my ship. I'm giving you fairly cheap passage to Waterdeep. What the hell did I say about destroying my shit? I go down below deck for a few seconds, and I see there are 2 giant holes in my walls. And I smell perfume scattered around. Something like poopery down there. Some of my vials seem to have been smashed. So, who's gonna own up to this damage?
I look in Lucius's direction.
I just look him square in the eye, not a reaction on Lucius's face. Just say, we told you that we encountered dangerous creatures down there. We had to deal with them by any means possible.
You have to shatter my vials of perfume.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it took. They were everywhere.
They were everywhere, and there was naturally some collateral damage as the fighting ensued.
The other option would be they come up top deck and they kill everybody. I think
I say, listen, if it's that big a deal to you, the money that you were going to refund us for the trouble, you can keep it.
Lucius, don't give him ideas like that. I mean, come on.
I think that's an excellent idea.
I already said it.
He didn't mean it. He meant like half of that, really.
I'll take it all. You're lucky I don't charge you more. Alright then. Off with you. And he goes back to taking over control of the ship.
Jeez, man, what a hard ass.
Man, Lucius, he may have some great qualities, but bargaining is really not one of them.
Like, I'm sorry, are you not enjoying your luxurious passage down to Waterdeep? Would you prefer to be on foot?
Actually, at all.
Yeah.
I could have saved you some coins.
What are you complaining about?
For all we know,
Could've paid
Lucius could be rich.
And then I turn around and go back below deck because the sun is really killing me.
Charlie just...
Did you see the baby on my back? Did you give me a look?
Yeah, a dirty look.
At which point
But
Charlie...
he did give you a look. He acknowledged it. And that means he's now a father to him as well.
What?
A grandfather.
Try convincing him of that.
At which point Charlie bites your ear.
Charlie!
You take 1 point of piercing damage. Damage. Of gumming damage. He just starts gnawing on your ear.
Do we have a long
I know
rest?
how we can get.
No, you have not.
I know how we can get to
We
Lucius.
sure
We'll give the baby its middle name. Like we'll call him Lucius. Charlie
Lucius.
the chubby.
It's Charles
giant.
Lucius. Charles.
No, Charlie. Charlie is his full name.
Really?
Not
Lucius.
Charles. Charles would be the nickname in this case.
Charlie sounds like
agree.
a
It depends how angry I am, and I'll have to say Charles Lucius.
Charles Lucius the second. Fat baby. You come here right away. Alright. Okay. So, alright, that's it. So, as it becoming darker outside.
I want to go downstairs and tell Lucius.
Okay. You head on downstairs.
Yeah, I want to go downstairs.
Following the scent of poopery.
Knock, knock.
Come on in.
Yeah, hi, Lucius. I know, like, how you're trying to meditate and all this stuff that you do when we're all trying to socialize. I don't know. Anyways, maybe you would want to be a part of the group because they're trying to name the baby after you.
What do I care what they name the baby?
There's gonna be 2 Lucius on board.
Well,
don't
all the
care?
more confusing for all of you then.
As he plays with his magic cards. He's blind there.
I turn around looking so weirded out and I just go back upstairs.
And you head back upstairs.
It's so weird.
Stepping over the remains of the Dipsa slugs.
Yeah, not touching any of those.
Alright, here you head upstairs.
Do you guys have I just kind of say to no one in particular. Is there any games on this boat?
Board games! Oh, why I didn't say that.
I have dice.
You have dice?
I have... Yeah, what's my gaming set? Oops. I have
What kind of dice games you got?
No, I have
Yahtzee?
cards. I have cards!
Oh, we still have the deck of illusions, don't we? We still have that shit. Make sure we don't forget about
I
that.
have it.
Yeah.
Was that a game? Can we play that game? Deck of Illusions? That sounds cool.
Mm-mm.
Let me see.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Well, your character doesn't even know what the deck illusion is. You know it's a fancy looking deck when you pick
No,
it up.
we used one of them once. Remember in the.
Who were you
cabin?
talking
But he
about?
wasn't with us.
Nah, you didn't use it. Nothing happened. You didn't use it.
Who?
Aniko.
I remember you played just a regular game of cards with it in Golden Fields.
Really?
That was me. I played cards.
Are you guys gonna play cards?
No,
or-
but
Yeah, I wanna play
I specifically remember Anakel taking out the deck of illusions and using it as just a regular deck of cards.
Yeah, he asked me to
in
give it to
Golden
him.
Fields.
You threatened to toss a card, but didn't.
I remember.
Yeah, you
Yes, we
didn't.
did.
So what are
can
we
I
gonna
play
we gonna
cards?
play? We got
Yeah, I want to play
nothing but
cards.
time right now. Maybe we could
Wanna
teach little
play.
Charlie how to play something.
For 2 gold.
What? We're betting 2 gold, or that's the cost just to play with your deck of cards?
Oh.
No, we're not playing with the deck of cards.
We're betting 2
betting.
gold to the winner.
And what's the game?
God damn it.
Anakel, you in on this?
Sure.
But I own the cards.
No, not
I
deck
have cards.
No, come on.
All right.
What'd you say? Okay, fine.
Zaya
Zaya
has
has
her
deck
own.
of cards. No one's gonna force you to use your cards. Don't
All
worry.
right. So you guys sit down, and Captain Whitemane walks over. He comes, he says, "Vines, looks like they're partaking in a little bit of gambling, my kind of thing. Take the helm."
Zorba!
He sounds like such a
that was Vines as he's drinking.
Vines heads up onto the helm and stands stands with his hands crossed and just sails the ship with his feet. As Whitemane walks over, he says, "Oh, you play some cards, are ya? Do you mind if I join you? For just a round
Good chair. You got cash on you?
I've got gold that Vines stole from that poor old folk in Womford. I've got a few. What's the buy-in? 2 gold?
2 gold.
10 gold.
All right, 2 gold it is. All right, so he says, "Do you want to play Dragon's Horde?"
I've wanted nothing more in my life. Let's do it.
All right. Zaya's familiar, just being a card connoisseur. She, like Lucius, is a card connoisseur. Show Lucius. Show.
Show us
Come on, making a reference
your
here, man.
rose.
Show me your. Jeez.
What?
Your magic
Hold your
cards.
hands up with all your cards. Is what he's trying to say.
I wasn't holding any cards when you said that.
I
but-
know it was okay. Yeah. So he asks Zaya to deal. So basically how this game is played. Place your bets. And you basically just roll a 1d4, 6, 8, 10. And the highest sum wins.
A 1d4, 6, 8, and 10.
Yeah, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Just roll basically all your dice.
Can you chain them and roll 20?
Yeah, you just do 1d4 plus 1d6 plus 1d8.
So what does it do if I'm proficient with game cards?
I think I'll give you advantage on your
Like-
sleight of hands.
So what do I do? 2d4, 2d6? No.
Say
just roll
1d4 plus 1d6 plus 1d8 plus 1d10. And it represents the cards that you're dealt.
All right. All together now.
So, yeah.
So I slapped down 2 gold.
All right. Whitemane pulls out 2 gold from his pouch and says, "Here you go. I'm ready to sweep to the deck with you guys."
I got a 20.
In a game of pure luck.
This
How do you
skill
roll
comes
2?
with sleight of hands.
Oh, I beat.
You roll it all at
Wolverine.
once. Roll it all at once.
Roll it all at once. Roll it all at once.
No, I can't because I have to give myself advantage, Michael said. Right?
No, I would say you just roll your dice. Okay, so yeah.
So how does it work then?
Roll them all at once.
Okay.
And then do it
Roll
again and
twice
take the
and then
highest
just-
number.
Yeah.
But you guys should roll to yourselves so you don't see each other's rolls.
Well,
GM
I
roll.
guess-
is it-
Just GM roll.
It doesn't make a difference.
Not for you, I guess.
Actually,
It doesn't really make a difference. Okay, so I'll say so you guys are watching each. You guys are kind of playing. Zaya, you can roll advantage to re-roll one of your dice.
Oh, okay. So I didn't have to roll twice.
No, just roll your one.
Took no time.
So
Okay.
you're 19, right?
Okay.
And then so you can with advantage use your sleight of hand. You do make a sleight of hand check with advantage
Oh, jeez. Okay.
versus everyone else's passive perception.
Hmm.
I hope you're passive enough.
Nope.
For sure. I'm good.
Okay.
Totally
You
slave hand
can
everything.
re-roll one of your dice.
I'm gonna do D4. Oh,
She's beating
I
me by
tie.
one.
It's a
She's
tie.
beating me by one. Oh,
No, it's
tie,
tie.
right. Sorry. It's tie.
So
Oh.
yeah, 20.
Oh. Do we roll again?
So I would say you can attempt to change another dice if you want with sleight of hand, but without it,
I can?
without an advantage. Like anyone of you guys can attempt to do it.
So what does it mean without advantage?
Just roll one of my other dice.
This is like a game of cheat, basically.
Yeah, that's what it is. So anyone of you guys can use your sleight of hand to try to.
Yeah. I roll mine. I got 21.
Okay, yeah, I will. I'll re-roll. Do I roll first or do I sleight of hand first? Or
This
Sleight
is
of-
eventually gonna go so south.
Sleight of hand first.
sleight of hand first.
I got so I'm at 22.
Oh, man.
Natural 20.
Oh
Wow.
boy.
I'll say you can re-roll two of your dice, Wolverine. You managed to kind of like fumble to the dice while you guys are all having conversation. Whitemane's talking about some expedition he went on a long time ago. You guys are just kind of talking, distracting each other. It's not just a quiet game. You are having conversation and talking about stories.
Yeah, I'm using my ale bucket.
He says to you, "What do you guys plan to do in Waterdeep?"
Oh, we're looking for a dragon master or some guy who has some knowledge about dragons.
I think
Do you
my
know
max is
anybody in Waterdeep?
either 22 or 23 for switching.
Waterdeep, you say? Dragon masters. I don't think I know any of those kind of people.
Would you know what district we would go to find someone like that? If it gives a head start.
District. It would probably be somewhere in the.
I got 25.
25.
Yeah, make another sleight of hand check.
If you're making a second one, it's with disadvantage that you're trying to make a second one.
I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to get caught.
He says you probably find him in the North Ward. In fact, he reaches into his pouch and he pulls a little scroll, a little piece of paper rolled up. He hands it over to you, Anikel. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, you can't see. He takes it from your hand and hands it off to Overbane.
Does Warbane even read?
I read.
What's on the
if
scroll?
it's in common. What language is it in?
It's in common. It's not anything. It's particular. It's a map of Waterdeep that subdivides the map of Waterdeep into its correct districts. As he hands it over, he says, "I mean, you'll probably find someone like that of that kind in the North Ward." And
what
just,
kind?
just for reference, that's
I was paying attention to my dice. I don't know who Anikel is asking about.
The dragon man we are supposed to look for.
Oh, Dragon Man.
in Waterdeep. The North Ward, you say? Oh, okay. And where are we? Oh, we're gonna arrive at the Dock Ward. I assume.
No, I'm going to let you off before the Dock Ward. They call it Undercliff. It's a little, the town outside of Waterdeep. It used to be the barracks, you see, but before it just became a little village. I'll be letting you off there.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So what's everyone's total?
25.
22.
21, I guess.
All right, and Captain Whitemane got 20. So whoever got the highest, you win all the gold.
Can I try? I want to try to slave hand 2 of my gold back. Just 2.
All right. So as you guys push your golds over, you're Zaya. You all have 2 golds. As you try to push your 2 gold over, you try to mix it up with the gold already in the pile and try to retrieve them back. Make a sleight of hand check. Versus, I would say this one's versus actual perception check. Wolverine, make a perception check as you're actually physically looking at this stuff. Yeah, everyone's kind of putting
I won! I just gotta like.
Everyone's putting their sliding their stuff in. Zaya's little tiny fingers, her little small little hands, weasel their way through and snatch up the 2 coins
That's
back.
right.
And she kind of quickly puts them back in her pocket.
Yeah.
So, 2.
So subtract 2.
There's only 2 other people playing.
You're only having 6 coins now.
Well, not counting my own, which I just won back. It's 4.
Yeah, so they made 4
4
gold.
coins. 4 gold.
Woohoo!
All right.
Who wants to do it again?
No.
I do.
Anyone feeling lucky?
He as you guys are kind of playing a little bit more, Rogadar is just watching you guys and sipping on. He's made a canary tea and you can just smell the scents, burning your nose. He's just sipping on it, watching you guys. As you guys are playing cards, Whitemane says, "So, what do you think you could do about this baby of yours? Seems to be quite a problem."
It hasn't been a problem.
It just kind of slaps Wolverine in the side of the face.
Charlie is
Unless
not
other-
a problem. Charlie is part of the family.
Oh, I see.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
you've had it
walk
all for
away.
1 hour.
I walk away from this
Do
conversation.
you plan to walk that thing into Waterdeep?
I think it looks like me. It's my child.
You know, it might not be as bad as you think. Those of you that are listening to this conversation, make a history check.
Nope. 9.
Can I be listening from afar?
Yeah, I mean he's not quiet. You're all on deck.
None of us are historical. Rogadar should roll though.
Oh yes, Rogadar. I forgot Rogadar existed. History character sheet.
Oh man.
Rogadar just spits on his tea. Goes back to sipping. Zaya, like, you guys didn't kind of catch what he said. You just, thinking about the baby, who is now starting to babble. It started to make these gurgly sounds. It's when it tries to make sounds, the air passes through the folds of the flaps. It's just making weird noises. Zaya, you're like, you kind of caught what he said. You're like, why wouldn't it be bad? And you know there's something about Waterdeep's history and giants that might play in your favor.
Well, shit.
In our favor. Okay, Captain, what do you mean?
Well, you guys completely didn't catch the reference.
Oh, I didn't catch it.
Only
No,
Zaya.
I think Charlie will be just fine with us.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
His
You're like
dad,
a very
his
capable
dad.
father.
and his dad, and his dad, and his mom, and his mom.
And his grandfather Lucius.
All right. At what point?
He's named after.
All right, so you guys play for a couple, for another hour, winning and losing golds. At which point, Fine starts to head around the ship and start to light the different lanterns to just cast some light on deck. He goes down below deck and lights some more lanterns. Lucius, the sun's begin to set. The clouds are kind of settling in. You can.
I'll come back out onto the main deck and enjoy the fresh air.
All right. All right. So we're gonna fast forward a little bit here, if unless you guys want to do or say anything before we go.
That's
I will try, in the meantime, to teach Charlie to say "dada."
Charlie is looking hungry. He doesn't say "dada." He starts to. There's a low rumbling coming from your back. You can feel it vibrating your lower back where his ass is sitting.
Oh, I
And-
take him off and I sit him on my knee, and I grab some beef jerky and I try
Yeah.
pulling
no,
it up
he-
to his mouth.
You kind of lift up the folds, find his mouth, and start just shoveling. He just sitting there with his mouth open, and you're just kind of putting it in there, and he just keeps eating. and
Charlie,
eating and
chew
eating.
your food.
He's just inhaling like Kirby.
Oh, geez. How many rations do I use on that?
How many do you want to use? He looks like he's an endless pit, but looking more and more satisfied with each ration.
Are we gonna have to find him like a year or something?
How many rations are you gonna use?
5.
All right, you shoveled 5 rations in his mouth. Rogadar just says, I'm gonna upstairs just to keep things interesting, you know. And just heads downstairs to wander around. He says, I'm gonna inspect the damage Lucius created. Maybe I can patch it up for the captain. Heads on downstairs. All right, so place yourselves where you are at this point in time. It's getting late. The sun is setting, casting a nice long shadows across the water. The light shimmers off the water, but visibility is going lower and lower.
I'm staying where I am. I don't want to go back downstairs.
All right. Is anyone looking out across the water?
I don't get this token.
Yeah,
I'll move it.
I am.
probably would be.
I go to the front of the ship again to go back to my usual post. But I tell Luna, I'm like, listen, Luna, if you see any like deer or creatures or something on the shoreline, shoot one, and we can get it for food for Charlie.
Sure.
All right. Those of you that are looking out to the water, make me a perception check.
Oh, come on. Can Cinder make a perception check too?
Is he actively like looking out to the water?
Yeah, he's sitting next to me and looking out around us.
All right, then sure.
Whew.
As you guys are sitting at there, Cinder's he's like a dog in an open windowed vehicle. He's got his head out over the side of the ship. The wind blows at his face, and he's just sniffing and just licking and just really enjoying this this water, not seawater, but river water.
Mm-hmm.
In a moment, you're looking at him, just petting him and looking out, and then in a quick moment, you see that just the furs on the back of his fur, the back of his head starts to stand up. He gets into this like really low crouch and just starts growling super hard off the starboard side or the port side of the ship, the left side.
So I follow his eyes and I grab my bow.
All right. All right.
Uh-oh.
Is it fully pitch dark at this point? Or?
No, it's the lights, the sun is setting.
I'm just sitting there like,
Yeah, you guys are just cruising on by to Waterdeep. Nothing, not a care in the world. You follow his gaze. You're just kind of in tune to your pet, your animal. You look to where he's looking. Kind of used to this tell of. You follow, and you can see coming from the port side, the left side of the ship. You can swear you saw like a break in the water, like something that cut the water for a second before it dipped, and you can see something what appeared to be like a quick lash of a tail that goes underneath the water. You look harder and harder, and it looks like there's something gliding through the water below, coming at the ship rapidly.
Okay, so I shout, guys, we have trouble here.
What is it?
I get all concerned. I try closing Charlie's mouth because it's still open, expecting some food, and sling him onto my back. And I walk over to the side.
Yeah, I walk over to the port side as well.
Then I point to the water and I see something in the water.
Okay, sorry, I forgot to do this.
You see Cthulhu!
I forgot to do the initiative order. Give me a sec.
Let's hope we don't see Cthulhu.
You're typing in public.
What?
Sorry, I'm just gonna put this initiative order in here real quick. And I need your guys' roll 20 initiative.
You want us to roll?
No, I'm just gonna get your. Unless you guys want to roll. I mean, I don't care. Yeah, I'll just roll. I was gonna go pull up your initiative orders, but let's do a roll today.
It's been so long.
I can't remember how to roll anymore.
Wow, that was terrible.
How do I roll again?
You click on initiative at the top of your sheet. Make sure you have your token selected.
Ah, crap. I didn't.
Oh, he's got initiative 0. Rogue there? Doesn't seem right.
The
My
top
token's
of
not
my
even there.
sheet?
Well, what's his dex?
No,
It's like your
it's-
HP, Benjamin.
his deck
Or
sucks.
above your HP.
Wow.
Alright. Luna is 8. Morbay 19. Lucius is 5.
5.
6. But you have the +1 initiative to your, because you have the orb, right?
Yeah, I already added it though. It's 5.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Rogar, Anikel's 19. No, he's not. Anikel, 18. And Zaya, 11.
Yeah.
All right. The rest of you quickly rush over to the side of the ship. Whatever was Luna was looking at, it seems to have gone far below the water. You walk over and you guys don't see anything.
Yo, you're crazy, man. There's nothing there.
You know what?
I saw something.
I had a pet wolf once, and they're very keen, and they know. They
You had
know
one
when
like,
there's
like
something
Luna
there.
does? Like you
I
had
did,
that,
yeah, exactly. I had
Was
that
it- was it
same.
like
I had the
same
same
bond and
connection.
everything?
It
Yeah?
was, it was
Oh,
tight.
yeah. Really? I'm jealous.
So
I
I'm
could do that.
choosing to trust Cinder. There has to be something out there.
I agree. There's something out there, and I saw it with my own 2 eyes. And Cinder
Well,
seems agitated at best.
How about we keep 2 people on the left, 2 people on the right, someone in the front? We'll just keep our eyes out for the next 10 minutes or so.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nothing more than 10 minutes.
Anyone?
It was
Yes?
rapidly approaching the ship, so I think it's gonna be around.
All right, I'm ready. Sorry, I had to get this everything sorted out because I forgot to do that. All right, as you guys gaze up over the side of the ship, discussing the credibility of a wolf's nose, you look down and you look deeper into the water, and you do see something approaching. You see something, a pair of eyes, this large green creature that have large wings spanning outside of it, and it seems to be just cutting the water and heading straight up for you guys. You brace for the
Under
impact.
or it's on top of the
It's
water.
it's below the
In
water.
the
It's coming. It's shooting up towards the water. You see it coming, approaching this top of the water, before it leaps, splashing out of the water, and flying towards you guys.
I grab my axe.
But you are not.
My bow.
surprised.
I want to grab or manifest my sword.
Okay. As you guys see it approaching, you manifest your sword. And you see what appears to be a massive frog-like face with a large mouth that opens up into this large maw with thousands of tiny little teeth. On his back are these these yellow, veiny wings that just come up over his head, almost like frog legs, but with wings attached to it. And attached to the back of it, like a tadpole, is a long tail. At the end of it is a large barbed stinger. It flies out of the water and just beats its wings as it shoots up towards you guys.
Do we have a picture of it?
Is it like a giant green worm that we fought? The worms downstairs?
No, not at all.
Okay.
This is large, and this is what it looks like.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ew. It looks like a
It
bat.
is It's like basically a flying frog. It flies towards you guys, but you guys are bracing and ready for this. You aren't surprised, but it flies up over you, and it shrieks. It lets out a shriek that just shudders your bones, and just you feel it right from head to toe.
Yo, we should just go below deck and get us down there.
It is this blood curdling
It like
shriek.
smashed the boat.
I'm not paying.
Captain, are you seeing this?
You had a chance to say that as it flies towards you. I want everyone to make Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throws?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Ah, natural one.
Oh. Ooh.
Not so great.
We haven't long rested. No, we did long rest
And
Do I make a saving throw for Charlie?
Charlie can't hear anything. Like the fats are in his ears. He can't hear anything. All right, so
You need to make one for
Cinder?
Cinder.
Oh, my baby.
all right, those of you,
Definitely me. Natural
Yeah,
one.
me too.
everyone, those Wolverbane, everyone, no, Anakel, Lucius, Zaya, and Cinder, and Captain Whitemane. This blood curdling cries just shoot nightmares into your mind. You're just, it takes you off guard. The sudden appearance of this large creature freaks
Okay, wait.
you out.
Is it a frightened thing?
Yes.
Okay, because I have advantage on that.
Against being frightened?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I have 17 then.
Okay, so
It's
Zaya,
hard
you
to
shake it
tell
off.
because when you just say Constitution, I don't know if it's that, but then by your description, I'm assuming that's what it is. So
it's frightened but not charmed, right?
Correct. Zaya, for a moment there, you feel it take over your body, but you shake it off. Those of you that failed are frightened until the end of your next turn. So, at which point it flies over.
So can't move towards it, and
To move your whole movement to get away from it.
I don't think that's what frightened is.
I thought you had to condition frightened. Has disadvantages on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and the creature can't willingly move towards the source of its fear.
Yeah, but there's nothing forcing us to move away from it.
Right. Okay, cool. All right. At which point it flies for Wolverbane. Wolverbane, as it comes towards you, its giant maw just tries to. It basically tried to land on top of you. Okay. $15 to hit.
Nope.
It flies towards you, protecting Charlie. You quickly bring a great axe and you jab it in its face and throw it upwards.
Paternal might. His reaction. Dad reflexes.
Dad reflexes. At which point, it also, as you fling it over yourself, its barbed tail comes swinging around and tries to impale you.
Why is it picking on me? Maybe it'll eat
It's
the
a
babies.
baby. Yes. It must be really good.
In which case, the stinger also misses. It shoots down and it barbs itself into the woods, just splintering it. Captain Whitemane's like, my ship! All right.
Okay. Does Frighten last one round and then we have to redo it on the next turn?
No, it's just, this is until the start of your, start of your next turn. At which point, a second one flies out of the water.
Are you kidding me?
They seem to have flanked the ship from either side. One jumps up, the other one jumps over Zaya. This one doesn't screech, but it flies towards Zaya.
Oh man.
24 to hit Zaya as it tries to
Yeah,
bite
that
you.
hits.
Doing 12 points of piercing damage, and it's pretty much almost engulfed you. You are completely grappled in its giant mouth. You're being tiny. You guys look to see Zaya as this creature looks like it's trying to swallow her.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
All right. Top of the order.
I can't see everybody on the order.
Perfect. Good. I'll tell you who it is. All right, top of the order, you see splashing out from the other side of the ship. A third one flies up, but
Oh
flies
my
over
God.
the boat. It flies over the boat, it's just screeching. It's just yelling. And it splashes down to the other side. Those of you that saved against the frightening throw, make another constitution.
Sorry, those of us who failed make another one?
That saved.
No,
the-
that succeeded.
saved.
Right, okay.
All right, you guys are unshaken again by the sound of the third one as it flies over.
Do I have to do it too, or do we assume that I don't have to because I'm grappled and I can't hear anything?
Yeah, we'll say you're grappled. You're too focused on the scenario as it flies over and splashes. Bane.
Flies over and splashes what? Cut out.
The third one flies over the boat and splashes into the water. But you see one is now trying to eat Zaya. And, well, there's basically one flopping around in front of you.
How
Sorry,
big
whose turn
would
is
you
it?
say
I think
these
you're
are?
cutting
Like
out.
20 feet? 10
They're
feet?
large. Yeah, they're large creatures. So
Am I currently grappled right
yes.
now?
Yeah. So Wolverbane, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
I say, "You're not getting my baby," and I rage,
All right.
and then
You're gonna suffocate it with your back muscles. Your lats are just gonna squeeze under.
Yeah, you kind of tense up. The baby's like, but it feels at home because there's more baby, or there's more body.
I'm going to recklessly attack.
All right.
Let's do this with my great axe. 12.
It misses.
It misses, but I go for it again. An extra attack. 18.
18. Second one.
Second one's 18.
Yeah. The first attack, you hit it, kind of just sinks into its soft flesh. You bring it back and you cleave it right into its face. Its ugly face.
18
points.
damage.
Oh, nice. All right.
That's a natural 12.
Nice. You cut off a few scales and it reveals the fleshy undertone colors. At which point it flies up again, Wolverbane. And it tries to well, it's gonna it's going to fly over you guys. It's flying on the side edge of the boat. And it tries to bite you again, Wolverbane. Wow, okay. It tries to bite you and sting you.
Oh,
But both attacks misses. As it flies around you, it snaps at you, you duck below, barely missing Charlie, and the stinger comes around and hits the side of the ship.
I think this baby is magic. These guys can't touch me.
Captain Whitemane is starting to shake at the helm. You guys are all bad luck! Look what you're doing to my ship! But he's terrified of what's happening. But he can't let go of he doesn't want to let go of the ship. He's just holding onto it and shows to Vines and says, "Vines, make sure the elemental's okay." Vines heads on down below deck. Anakel.
Right, so I'm all like, what the fuck? But then I remember my training and I use stillness of mind using an action to cancel any fear, frighten.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Calm myself, open my eye, well, open my figurative eyes, and I see that Zaya's getting swallowed, so I quickly run over there and using flurry of blows, attempt to punch this thing off her. If I use my push flurry of blows, would it cancel his grapple?
No, it'll just take her with him.
What about being not prone or same thing? Okay, whatever. I punch him twice. Hopla! Hopla! 21 and 7
First one hits, yeah.
for 6 points of damage.
All right.
He must make a dexterity save.
Dex save. Okay. 12.
Fails. He's not prone.
All right. As it's flying, trying to chew onto Zaya, you punch it down. The wings give out, and you kind of slam your fist, jumping on top of it. This thing's massive. These are bigger than you guys. As you punch down and force it into the crates. It's now lying there with Zaya in its mouth.
I can't swallow. No, they can't. I was in a unnatural state.
All right. Is that your attack?
Mm-hmm.
All right. As it's laying there, it's thrashing around. Its tail goes wild. Anna Kelly, you're dodging its tail, but it doesn't let go of Zaya. In fact, it tries to continue just consuming her. 11 to hit.
Me?
Yes.
No.
I
I don't think so.
All right, cool. That you're stuck in it. It's got one of your legs. You can feel like the tongue and the muscles pulling you in, but you manage to grab the edge of a crate and hold yourself from being pulled in. At which point, its tail lashed out towards you, Anikel. Natural 20. Doing. Doing 10 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
13?
What is it?
13?
Yeah, as the barb hits you in the side of the chest, you can feel it secreting poison into your body. But you grab the barb, pull it out, steal your body. You feel you're trading into a stance. You push all the poison out just through pure will, and it splatters onto the side of the ship.
That's where I stated that.
Zaya, as you're watching Anikel trying to save you, you're holding to the side of a trying to drag yourself out. What do you do? As you slowly die.
I'm gonna cast a Dissonant Whisper at level 2.
Okay. What do I need to do?
Wisdom saving throw.
20.
So it succeeds, which means it takes half the damage. But still does 46.
All right.
So 8 points of damage.
Wow, that's a sweet roll. 8 points of damage. All right.
Can I move away from it?
You're grappled. You can attempt
I'm still grappled.
Yeah, you're grappled.
So is it my action to remove the grapple?
Okay, so
Or is it movement?
it would be kind of a grapple check against him. So your strength versus the creature's strength or dex.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Or would that have been my action?
It would have been an action.
Okay. So for my bonus action, I'm gonna cast my spiritual weapon.
All right. As you're hanging out inside the crate, you conjure up a weapon. What do you want
A
to put?
flail.
Flail? Not a flail?
Yeah, always. Pretty much.
Alright.
For now. That's my fad.
All right. Okay. That's it. Your turn.
Yep.
Your mini weapon.
Flail.
I'm just gonna put it there for now.
Can I put it? Oh well, I guess it's still in the range. It's fine.
All right. Rogadar, down below deck. He hears a crash from above. He looks up and swears he saw something pierce, just kind of like a point come through the wood. As he's just walking down the hallway, he's just sipping his tea. He kind of looks up, then hears a giant crash from the side of the ship as another barbed thing goes through the side of the ship. Continues sipping the tea. I'm gonna make a check to see if he.
How smart is he? Must be
Let's
that
make
baby again.
Well, let's make a perception. See if he understands what's going on here. He looks up through the hole that's now shut, like a little small hole. He hears just shouting upstairs and says, "That baby's gonna be the death of us." And just keeps just kind of wandering around. Inspecting
Oh my
damage.
gosh.
Luna.
Yes. Okay, so this thing. Okay, I think I'm gonna shoot it.
All right. Are you feared?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
15?
That hits. Which one are you shooting?
The one that has Zaya.
All right.
13 damage.
Okay.
I shoot a. Whew, okay. So if Cinder's feared, can I have him do something?
Yeah, he just can't move close to a target. The target, and he has disadvantage.
Okay, never mind. Then I'll shoot again.
All right.
14.
That hits.
7 damage.
All right.
If he's feared against one of them, but not against the other one, can he go attack the other one?
No, I'm just gonna say them. It's kind of the same entity.
Okay, and that's it for me.
All right. Lucius,
Okay.
are you feared?
I am feared. Yeah.
Okay.
Chicken!
I'm gonna press the earpiece and be like, Rogadar, we need you up here immediately.
He kind of looks around, looking a place to put his tea. Like, just 1 second, 1 second.
And then while he's doing that, I kind of like stiff from being taken aback by these creatures. I defensively cast Armor of Agathis on myself,
Alright.
and use my bonus action to hex the one in front of me.
All right. All right, he's been hexed.
But I do not move.
All right.
What does this hex do?
Oh, and I guess I'll give him disadvantage on dexterity checks.
All right. Suspension and dex checks. All right, top of the order. The one that had jumped over the ship now flies up, and now he's he flies up to the center of the ship, flapping, and he now shrieks.
Ah.
Okay, can I roll Constitution saving?
Yeah,
throw?
I'll make a Constitution.
Okay, please be good.
The DC is 12, so if you guys don't make 12,
You do Cinder as well.
Oh, what? I thought he's already like stunned. 6.
Oh fuck! I'm scared.
all right. So everyone but Luna. This one catches you off guard. You guys think you have the situation down, and out of nowhere, the shriek happens from behind you. Catches you off guard. You turn around, you see now one large one just flying about 10 feet above the ship, looking at you guys. And it then goes into an attack Lucius.
No.
Did Lucius roll his Constitution?
He's still feared until his next turn.
Oh, true.
But I automatically unfeared my next turn, right?
Yeah. At the start of your next turn.
Yeah, because it just lasts for one turn.
Yeah. All right. Makes an attack against you, Lucius. It goes to bite you. That's not what I want to do. That's not it. That's it. Oh, natural 20.
I mean, yeah, that hits.
This is so bad.
We
Yeah,
kill the
that's-
vampire, guys.
it's pretty
We can
rough.
do this.
And it
Really
just
kill
comes
it.
down at you and just engulfs you with its
Vampire.
giant mouth, doing 16 points of piercing damage.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay, as the ice kind of like shoots up and deals 20 points of cold damage to it.
The ice just cases the body up into its tail and just you watch part of the tail just shoot off as it takes 20 points of ice damage.
Was it the
Ooh.
stinger that fell off?
It's still there, but it's like chunks of its stinger the barb has fallen off. But you are now grappled, Lucius.
Oh, he grabs me with his tail.
No, the mouth. He grabbed you with his mouth. That
Oh.
bite attack.
Oh, okay.
He grabbed you with his mouth, and the ice kind of went up its body and shattered out the back. At which point it
The
breaks.
attack both does damage and grapples? That's intense.
Yeah, if it attacks, it does damage and you're grappled. You guys can attempt to escape, of course. As he's biting you, Lucius, you're wriggling around. He swings his tail around, attacks Lucius with his stinger, or attacks Wolverine with his stinger. Nope.
Oh, guys, we're gonna die.
23 to hit,
Yep, that hits.
doing 7 points of piercing damage.
Halved.
Okay, so 3 points of piercing damage, and Constitution, please.
Thank
All
you.
right. You begin to feel the poison, just the tip, but it's nothing you can't handle. All right, Wolverine. You pull the sting guard on your back. It's your turn. You are feared.
Did it hit the baby?
No, it hits you.
Oh. Charlie's okay.
You're not fearing the creature. You're fearing the safety of Charlie. And
I know that.
Your heart's in the right place.
I'm going after the same one.
All right, so you're frightened, correct?
Yeah, I am. What's that mean?
Disadvantage to your attacks.
But I'm raged, that's advantage, so.
Okay, so natural, just straight roll.
Wait, sorry, no, it's if I was grappling, that's a strength check I'd have advantage on.
Are you grappling one of them?
No. No, I'm just gonna... I'm gonna recklessly attack, so that gives me the advantage. But then it's just gonna be normal, right?
Okay, yeah. Which one are you attacking?
The same one. 18
That's the one to the west or the south?
to the west.
Okay, so it's the ones flying off the edge of the boat. Yeah, you hit it. You step on a crate, you swing at it. 9 points.
Damage.
All right.
I'm gonna attack it again. Another
That hits.
18. 18 damage.
18. Oh, jeez, you guys can wreck these things. All right, you start cleaving at it. It
Ooh.
flies back a second.
They also wreck us. So
It screeches. It tries to let out another fear shot, but it kind of gets choked up in its own blood. At
Is
which
it
point,
dead?
is that your turn, Wolverine?
Yeah, that's my turn.
At which point it flies in at you, Wolverine, and it tries to eat you. 23 to hit.
Yep.
All right.
Hey.
8 points of piercing damage.
So 4.
All right, and now it's latched onto you, and the baby's kind of like in its mouth, but like in the soft part of the mouth. The teeth are having grabbed onto your body, and you're shielding the baby. Charlie trying to protect it from all these teeth, but you are now grappled.
Charlie!
This creature, and it swings its tail around towards Cinder.
I'm grappled.
Yeah, you're
How
grappled.
dare
Because
you?
there's no strength check for me
It's you can choose to try to break out of it.
right now.
On your turn, of course.
Oh, okay.
As you're wiggling around, you kind of throw it off balance. The stinger goes wide and shatters just beside Cinder. Let me see.
Yes!
Attico.
Sorry, whose turn is it?
Your
Yours.
turn.
Oh, sorry, it keeps cutting out. Okay. So I'm feared, but again, I calm myself.
One
Focus.
of these.
Yep. I slap myself out of it, and I use a key point, and I'm going to punch this thing in the eye and attempt to stun it.
All right.
He's still on the ground, right?
Yeah, he's prone.
So do I get a thing? Advantage?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I guess so.
26.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Hit him.
13 points of damage, and he must make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving.
Just blah, right in his eye.
9 points. 9.
Yes, he fails. Bam.
So he's
Stunned
stunned.
until my next turn. No, Zaya, crawl out of his mouth.
The jaws have just kind of seized up around here. It's still a tight hold, but wow. Luckily, he's stunned until your next turn.
Mhm.
All right. Well, he misses his turn. At which point, Zaya, you feel the body as it was wriggling around stop moving. Like its jaw kind of sinks deeper into you because now it's just
No. I
gravity.
thought it was
but
dying, but no, it's just swallowing.
you're
more.
kind of stuck half into its mouth, but it seems to be stunned,
Oh,
giving you a chance.
is that my turn?
It's your turn. Yeah.
So can I attempt to get out?
Yeah, I would say you make a strength, but with advantage because it's not kind of
Gonna
actively
need
trying to
it.
go for it.
Need it.
Oh, you don't need it. Yeah,
So 16.
you kind of turn yourself around and you lift up its mouth, prop it open with a piece of wood, and you scramble out of its mouth.
Yes. Okay, and I'm gonna run south.
All right, so half movement gets to stand up because you're prone.
Oh no. So what's half of 25?
I'm gonna say 10 points of movement to stand up.
That okay, so I have 15 left.
Well, it's also 5 to crawl out of his mouth, so 10. You can move 10.
Okay, so that's too far.
It's fine. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action. So it's stunned, but it's still standing. It's not dead. So I'm gonna use my flail and wing at it.
All right. As you're whipping away, you cast you call your flail to go wing at it. It goes winging.
I guess it's. Oh, does it get advantage because it's stunned?
No, you can advantage because you're prone.
Okay, that. So 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
You're standing there, kind of imitating its actions, and you watch as the flail go poof, start beating down on it for 5 points. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Rogadar is just below deck. You know, he set his tee off to the side and kind of goes to his earpiece and says, what's going on up there? Sounds like you're having a baby shower. Oh, okay, fine, I'll go see what's happening. He grabs his glaive and he heads on up. Movement speed is 30. He dashes up 5. He comes up, just kind of looking around, seeing now these 3 large-looking frog-like creatures are just devouring his companions. He goes to a stance, a ready stance, what he usually does, preparing himself, looking around, surveying the area. Luna.
Yeah. My turn. Okay, so I would like to shoot this thing here.
All right.
19 to hit.
Yeah.
11 damage.
Mhm.
30.
Ooh, natural 20.
Wow.
9 damage.
Okay. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty rough. You start to just take off chunks of this thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna send Cinder to help Anakel, and then I end my turn.
Can you do that as a bonus action?
No.
She can move. She can do that.
Okay. So Cinder heads on over to you, Anakel, to support you in your fevered state.
No.
Lucius, you are in the mouth of a large water leaper. What do you do?
Is this thing big enough like that it could swallow me, or is it just like
Yeah,
attacking me?
you're starting to feel the muscles pull you in, and you get the feeling like just like a snake, this thing will swallow you, and it will be bad news if it does.
Oh jeez. And it's looking pretty good still, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, from what you can tell, it's taken a few hits here and there from you, but
Well, in that case, the only sensible thing is to try to break out.
all right, make
I'll
a
just blast down his throat.
strength saving throw or a strength check. I'm sorry.
Okay. It'd be athletics to break grapple, right?
Yep, go for that. Sweet athletics.
15.
As
Ooh.
you're struggling in there, you shoot off a few blasts, kind of just to unhinge its jaw. Not really doing so much damage, but just enough that you can squeeze out and run away, run to the side before it clamps its mouth back. It flies back up a little bit. It's just kind of covering you, almost trying to cover you with its wings, but you managed to get out of its hold.
Yeah, you did it, folks.
That costs my action to do though, right?
Yeah, that was your action.
I just kind of like take a stance with my sword and get ready for whatever comes next.
All right. At which point it's his turn. He's gonna
Yeah,
try
here
to
we go. Here we go again.
He's gonna try to rebite you. But don't worry, we got Rogadar this time. 13 to hits.
That does not hit.
As he bites down, this time you anticipate it. You dodge to the side, but it swings its tail around to you, Lucius. Which you nimbly leap over as well. You've anticipated this creature's attacks.
Awesome. Fool me twice. Shame on me.
And then it And then before it finishes, as it sees its attacks are being hindered, it shrieks in your face. Those of you that are not feared, make your constitutions.
Oh man, again?
And please
Scared
remember
to
if you're
look.
feared or not, because I can't remember some of you guys.
So,
Really?
if we are previously feared and are not feared now, do we
Yeah.
make a save?
Actually,
Yeah, that's the
those of you who have succeeded the save already, don't need to do it.
What about me who canceled it?
I would say you still need to make one. You haven't.
Yeah, I
successfully-
succeeded and then I failed.
Okay,
Because
so
last
we'll.
time you said to do it.
All right. So we'll say those of you who have succeeded at this point, having heard multiple shrieks, you're kind of anticipating it. Those of you who have succeeded already at this point don't need to make it anymore.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So
Apparently that shriek really gets to me.
Luna, so you're safe because you've succeeded before.
Yes.
Anakel, Lucius, you both are still shook.
I'm
Romaine,
a
it's
bit
your
shooketh.
Romaine, your turn. You're in the mouth. You're muted. And Charlie is with you on your back.
Am I rolling for the Constitution? I say I did the first one, and then the
That's
second
fine.
one I failed.
That's fine. Then you've succeeded. You've anticipated the shrieks.
Now I'm
you
not
know what to
feared
expect.
anymore.
Yeah, you're not feared anymore.
I'm good. Okay. All right. Let's
Oh, but Rogadar. Rogadar's feared.
Nothing scared of Rogadar.
Okay, let's see. So Lucius managed to get out of the mouth.
Yeah, he struggled. He fought his way out through just pure willpower and strength.
Okay. So he's all right for now. So I'm just gonna wail on this one here that's been attacking me. With a reckless.
All right.
reckless
So
attack.
you have disadvantage because you are grappled.
Oh, I'm grappled. Man, put a little symbol on me or something.
It's eating your face.
Can I just break out? I'll use breaking out uses an action, full action,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
use it an attack.
It'd be an action.
Say if I recklessly, then I don't have disadvantage, right? It just first attack.
It would just be regular attack.
So okay, I'll recklessly attack twice.
All right. All right.
12. Actually, no,
Nice.
it's the first one. So it's this is, and then a natural 20 on the second one.
Don't you get
Yeah.
Great Weapon Master?
Huh?
Can't you
That
roll
doesn't.
reroll one?
That counts. That counts for the damage. That doesn't count for the attack. So this one,
Wow.
25 damage.
What? All right. Just the fear of Charlie being consumed. Your newborn, your freshborn, your newly discovered born. You just wail on this thing from your disadvantage points.
That's
Anything else?
right. No, that's it.
All right. At which points, the creature that you just attacked begins to try to swallow you. 24 to hit.
That hits.
You begin to feel as you're wailing on it, you let your guard down, like you're holding onto something, but you start wailing on it, giving yourself, kind of loosening yourself up, just be dragged in. You feel the tongue wrap around your body, and you just get sucked right into its mouth. For a second, you see the light disappear, and you are completely blinded. You cannot see. You are completely restrained. You feel the muscles compulse around you, and this acidic interior of this creature begins to just burn your flesh.
Is Charlie in there as well?
Charlie's
Yeah.
inside as well.
Oh.
Guys, prior, we gotta get Charlie out of there.
All right, so you are completely consumed.
I'm not dead though, right? I take damage every turn, or what happens?
The baby does as well.
I'm not ready to lose Charlie.
We gotta get him out.
All right. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Wolverine is completely consumed. Now you guys don't even see him. There's now a water leaper that is just flying there, and Wolverine's presence is no longer there.
Nor is the
That's right.
baby.
Nor is the baby. Anakill.
I use my still it's mine again. Since this guy's stunned till my next turn, I can leave without getting hit, right?
Yeah. So he can't take advantage or opportunity.
Is it beginning or end of your next turn?
Ooh, that's important.
I don't know. I just said until my next turn. I knew
Probably be the beginning then. I
Beginning,
imagine.
yeah.
It usually specifies
Nope.
end if
End,
it's
like-
end.
It's end.
Nice. All right.
Okay, sweet.
So I turn around, I'm like, Charlie! And I run over, boop, 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 and I just leap in the air, and I'm just like, boom, and I'm just punching him in the eye, trying to do
Alright.
another stunning strike.
All right.
Oh.
You bounce off its scaly hide, and it just kind of deflects. Is that your attack?
Yeah, that's my attack.
At which point, the stunned creature wakes up, gets up, starts to fly up.
I actually have a question. So since I sent Cinder to help you, does he come with you? No? Okay.
No.
At which point, this flying creature had the taste of the gnome blood. Flies down back at you, Zaya.
Does
Wow.
the sword get a opportunity attack? Does it blow up?
Still within range. Zaya, let's see what happens. 12 to hit,
That misses.
followed by a stinger that comes shooting underneath it and tries to pierce you. You're not fast enough to dodge this one, however.
I'm gonna do a. I don't have the PHB. I don't know where it is, but that thing that I did last time.
Cutting word.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
All right. So roll a.
A D8.
It's one of your bardic inspiration dice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, roll it. Okay. So 14 to hit.
Meets it. Fuck, are you serious? No.
All right. You attempt to do like a little diddly do dance around it, but it still hits you.
Ah!
All right. It hits the stinger hits you for 7 points of piercing damage.
How much?
7. And please make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my gosh, that's so bad. Okay. 12.
As it pierces into your leg, you jump out of the way as you feel again the poison begin to seep into your leg, but you kind of wipe it off, and it all comes out.
So am I grappled or no?
No, it hit you with the stinger. It didn't punch you.
Oh. So for 7 points.
All right, Rogadar's turn. Lucius, if you can do so, he is feared or frightened.
But thankfully, he has a reach weapon. So from a distance, not wanting to come closer, he's going to swing at the one to his left.
All right.
Come on, Rogadar. You never let us down
even
before.
in his absence, he has that clutch. Just something. He always has something up his sleeve.
But it'll be with disadvantage because he's
Right.
feared.
Doesn't
18 to hit.
matter.
Still hit him.
11 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And then I believe he gets a second attack.
And then something about the butt of his weapon.
15 to hit.
That hits as well. Just starts stabbing.
11 points of slashing damage.
All right.
Hold on, I
You're
want to
still
see if I
alive.
can find the
Just use an active surge or
butt
whatever.
of the
Yeah,
glaive thing.
use everything.
Oh yeah, back end of glaive. Bonus action to... Okay, so it's the same attack roll. So 16 to hit,
That hits as well, Rogadar. What else is new?
and damage is 1d4 strength. Which is 5. Holy cow.
You did-
So dealing 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. Although feared,
you did 30 points of
the
damage.
soldier's metal in him he just focuses, closes his eyes, and starts stabbing, and somehow with pure blind luck managed to hit all his attacks. Luna, or anything else? Roger? Or Lucius Roger?
Action surge is once between short or long rest. Okay, no, he's gonna hold on to that. Okay.
All right.
I'll give
Luna.
Yes. Okay, I'd like to shoot this one.
All right.
First I'd like to call Cinder back.
Mm-hmm.
And then shoot this one.
All right.
22.
That hits.
12 damage.
All right.
It's another 12.
Yeah, it's always 12.
29.
That hits.
7 damage.
All right.
Come on, this thing's still alive.
You're shooting arrows as you're piercing through its leathery wings, creating holes and tears. It's barely holding itself afloat. It's screeching. It's having a hard time. It's struggling, but it's surviving.
Okay, so I'm gonna send Cinder over to help Rogadar. Oh, actually, who's next?
Whoa, that's meta.
That is meta.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, well, I'll say Lucius then.
All right, so you see Lucius is in kind of a little trouble, surrounded by these water leapers. You send Cinder over to help.
Okay.
At which point it's Lucius's turn.
So Cinder helping gives me advantage on my next attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is the red dot on the one?
Because you were feared.
Water leaper? No. I added that dot because I'm feared this
The
turn.
red dot was the dex disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right. That's what it was. Sorry.
So I am feared this turn. I'm going to having kind of like dodged the attacks of the one. I kind of see Wolverbane out of the corner of my eye. I see Wolverbane get swallowed by the other one,
More
which I had
importantly,
hexed.
Charlie got swallowed.
Yeah, whatever.
Somewhere deep down inside.
I turn around, kind of grab my greatsword with both hands, and I just try to hack away at this thing.
All right.
So my first attack, the advantage and disadvantage cancel out, right?
Yeah.
11 to hit.
Whether it's your companion Wolverbane or your companion Charlie, something just stays in your hand. You don't quite give it all. You're not sure what it is.
And then my second attack.
Yeah.
Ah.
Doesn't. Yeah.
7.
Maybe it was Charlie. Maybe it was Wolverbane. Maybe it was the banishment on Wolverbane. You're not sure. Something's holding you back.
Why couldn't those rolls have been switched?
At which point, as you turn your back to the water leaper,
Well, I'm no longer feared anyways.
no.
Hopefully that lasts.
Well, as it turns his back, it doesn't like the way he turned his back to you, or you turn his back to him. He shouts, he shrieks into your back, and then bites you.
Ugh.
So those of you who haven't succeeded,
Oh, here we go again. Please be nice. Fuck!
you are haunted forever.
13?
Yep, Lucius, this time, you're just like, no, I ain't having this one. You ain't got this.
So sick of this crap.
Yeah, at which point, however, you do turn around just to see a large mouth consume your head. 24 to hit.
Consume my head. Yeah, that hits.
7 points of piercing damage.
It takes 20 points of cold damage.
All right.
But then, as soon as that happens, the last of my armor of Agathis fades away.
All right. So you're currently grappled, but you guys watch as it goes over Lucius's body, ice just shoots out and blasts out one of its eyes, just and just ice shatters everywhere, and half its body just gets torn out and frozen.
Ooh.
Muffled cries from within as Lucius is now engulfed.
Wait, is he dead though?
Nope, still got Lucius.
I'm still in the mouth. I'm not
Oh
swallowed.
my
Terrible,
gosh,
man.
how are we gonna win this? Are we all gonna die?
Are we all gonna die?
All right. And at which point it also throws its stinger out at Cinder.
Oh, come on!
10 to hit.
No, 16.
All right. Which point, Wolverbane, you feel yourself. You hear Charlie's muffled, what you can assume is hill giant cries, as he's being slowly digested and burned away. You feel your body start to corrode and peel, but your stone endurance, your rock hard body is just keeping it at bay. You feel the water liquorings lurching. You can tell it's flapping, and it's preparing to dive.
No.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Oh man, we gotta.
So I can just do a normal attack.
So, well, here's the thing. You're blind and restrained. Yeah, you can make a normal attack. You can attempt to attack it from the inside with disadvantage.
I will recklessly attack from the inside, trying to slice open like directly where I am, just so I would fall out. So like below me, I guess.
It's like a snake. Its body's kind of almost shaped.
Yeah.
Got a little bigger, so wherever you cut, you're gonna spill out.
I will do that.
All right.
24.
Good. Yes.
So you have
17. 12?
Does not hit.
Not hit.
You slice, and you guys can, Anakel, you feel blood splatter against your face. A little poison begins to corrode your mask. But it's like you guys kind of glimpse as a piece of his axe had pierced to the side of the water leaper, but did not quite puncture it enough.
I am going to action surge and do 2 more attacks.
Yeah.
This is
9, 26,
26 hits.
17
Yes.
damage.
How do you want to do that?
Yay!
I just
Oh, you
want
feel
to
like
slice,
Legitimately?
slice and just like, it's like I'm now born from this,
Yeah.
this thing and drop to the
Watch
deck.
as you split it and you peel yourself out. As the body begins to dive over the edge, you manage to peel out, and all that falls over the edge of the boat is the split body of this water leaper,
Oh,
which
man.
falls.
You're lucky you were over the water and falling in. Oh jeez.
It's the next turn was his, and he would have dove, and that would have been it for Wolverine.
What?
That was
Well, he could have fought his way out and then swam. He's not instant dead.
You're
He's
in
a little
water.
hairy.
yes.
That was scary.
With a swim speed of 40 feet. Good luck catching up.
No, we would come dead. Don't
You were
worry,
gonna
don't worry.
kill one of us?
That was close. That was honestly a little.
So
all
wait,
right.
how's the baby now?
Yeah, did the baby come out?
I check my pack. Charlie,
You feel the body. You feel something on your back. You kind of look. You feel it. You can feel the weights.
Can
of
I
it.
hear it? Is it crying?
Yeah, it's not making a sound.
It's not making any sound.
Is it dead? Check it!
All right.
Well, my turn's over. I don't
yeah.
have 6 more seconds.
All right, Anakel, it's your turn.
Check the baby!
Can I perceive, check, like just passively perceive the baby's alive before I go
Sure.
and attack this one?
Yeah, sure. You kind of just take a look. You can't really tell whether it's alive or dead to begin with because of it's just fat. You can't see it in the eyes, but you swear you see like his little foot or his big foot just twitch a little bit. But he is covered in kind of a mucus, acidic mucus, and it doesn't seem to be boding. Doesn't seem to be good for the skin.
Wolverine, get that shit off of him! And I quickly turn around and I attack this thing after calming myself because I was freaked out. And I'm
All
going
right.
to attempt to do 2 strikes on this one.
All right,
14 and 15.
14 and 15. They both hit.
Yay!
Oh, yes! For 5 and 10 damage.
All right. You go in for that strike with 2 attacks. How do you want to kill it?
Yay!
Oh, fuck. I'm not scared no more! I run up there and just both eyes. Just blah.
You just drive both fists right into its eye sockets from either side. It screeches, but you keep pushing until you feel your fist touch. Just to the other side, and you pull out. Zaya, it's a gruesome scene from what you see. But Anakel's just standing there, covered in mucus and blood, and he's got like eye mush on both his fists. Is that your turn?
Ew.
Yeah, my turn.
Zaya, it's your turn. You look around. There's one left, and it's biting Lucius's head,
Look,
but it's half covered in ice.
an ice?
Yeah,
From what?
Lucius's armor of Agathis.
Oh,
Blasted
okay,
with
it's not.
ice.
It's the other way around. Okay. Mm,
I'm totally gonna get
I'm-
kill stolen on this one.
I'm gonna go
I
to
don't
the door.
damage this thing.
Oh, I can dash. I'm gonna dash to the other side of the door.
You're gonna run around.
That's
and
my
kind of-
action.
All right.
Yeah. But I'm gonna like hide, ish. I guess.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. So you
um,
hide and you can peek out.
And then can my flail of 20 feet reach this guy?
10. Yeah. You could put it right here.
Okay, and I'm gonna attack him once with my wonderful spiritual weapon.
All right, you peek outside, just command your flail. That hits.
Yeah. For 8 point
Alright.
of force damage.
From inside Lucius, you just hear as this flail just starts beating down on this thing. But you don't hear much else.
Don't worry, Lucius! Gotcha!
Yeah, I don't hear that.
Yeah.
As you run downstairs.
I say it like this.
Oh, you say it with the earpiece?
Gotcha!
It just echoes inside this creature. Rogadar.
Well, he's no longer feared. I made his constitution save. He got 23.
Perfect.
So he's feeling pretty confident now that we're gonna be alright. He just swings his glaive.
Here we go. Instant kills.
19,
Yeah.
Poking device.
11 slashing. 25,
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
7 slashing,
Yeah.
and 12 for the butt end.
The button doesn't manage to connect,
Okay.
but he's left more gaping holes in his water leaper than the water leaper wants in his life.
Teehee.
And then he kills.
All right.
More holes in
My
Sarah Ray
turn.
gaping.
It is your turn.
Is okay. So I would like to shoot it a lot.
All right.
29,
That hits.
11 damage.
Yep.
21,
Mm-hmm.
11 damage.
How do you want to kill it?
We did it, guys.
To shoot both its eyes.
All right. Following Anakil's move, you fire 2 arrows in his eyes. Lucius, from inside with this thing on top of you, like a hat, you just see 2 arrows sitting right beside your face. And you recognize them obviously as Luna's. And you suddenly feel the weight of this creature as it was flying above you just kind of collapse on top of you. As it crumples, and you're just like crumpled inside of his body. But you effectively kill it.
Yay!
Oh, shit. Take the baby, take the baby.
Wesley killed.
I take the baby out of the pack
Take the baby.
and put him in front of me, kind of trying to take the folds of fat away from its face to see if it's still breathing.
No,
Yeah,
it's
so
breathing. The
start
mucus,
using
man. Get the mucus
fats.
off of it.
Yeah, it's full of mucus. You're full of mucus. You can see it's beginning to corrode even the wood around you. All right, well, let's see if the baby's alive.
We need to watch the baby.
He has to roll a dice to see if the baby's alive.
I'm gonna roll to see if the baby's alive. All right, well, natural 20.
It is more than alive. It is evolved.
You lift up you're not as you put the baby down, you're not sure which side is up. It's just a ball of fat. You start looking at her folds, you find a foot, you find a hands, you manage to find the fold that you lift it up and all you see
Ew, I hate this baby.
is a smiling baby face.
Aww.
It's looking at you, and it lets
Oh,
out what
Charlie.
appears to be a giggle, a hill giant giggle, but it very right after that, smiling at you, just bursts all over you. All the rations you get it consumes, mixed with the acid, it just pukes all over you. Projectile.
It's
And
okay,
I say this
Charlie.
baby needs to go on a diet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen.
Beef jerky is very high in protein and low in fat. It's a very good diet.
Okay.
Put it in the net. Let's drop it down the side of the boat. We need to wash it.
Wash it. And Lucius and Wolverine, you need to wash up too. And you too, Zaya.
don't,
Can I want to try to harvest. Like I want to try to get some
Okay.
of the stingers and teeth.
Okay. Cool. Make a survival check. Make 2 of them as you harvest from both of the creatures. One of them had fallen overboard. Okay.
Are these guys edible? Can I cut meat?
Yeah, there's like it's kind of like that froggy texture, spongy, muscly type of substance. But there was a lot of acid on the inside. If you watch.
Oh, can I get some of that too?
I use Lucius uses cast prestidigitation to like clean himself off.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Do you mind? Charlie needs a little wash.
Who?
Charlie, Lucius, the
Your
chubby hill
namesake.
giant, needs a
I just I look down, just shake my head, but I lift my hand and he's all clean.
See? His heart grew 3 times that day.
Zaya, as they're cleaning themselves and the baby, you take out a knife and start carving pieces of these water leapers. You
That's
manage
right.
to
Can I get some acid too, perhaps?
Sure, yeah. You managed to harvest parts of the stinger, like the points of the stinger of one of them. So like the barb section.
One stinger?
Yeah. One of them has been blasted away with ice. It doesn't really have much left. So you managed to harvest the remaining stinger that's somewhat decent. So you got
Do I have like a name of a beast? Like, can I say stinger?
it's called a water leaper. So yeah, a water leaper stinger. You managed to harvest some of its leathery parts of the wing. You can possibly use for some sort of leather.
So how many parts do I write down?
Let's say like 2 pieces of leather. Just from each of the wings that are
Ooh.
destroyed. Yeah, you managed to carefully scoop up from its tongue some acid into a vial. So you have a small vial of water leap acid. And yeah, that's what you yourself able to retrieve.
Would you be able to
The
make
teeth are
a,
too small that you don't really want.
Okay.
Would-
Good enough.
Would you be able to make like a poison arrow out of the stinger, maybe?
Yeah, possibly. Like you'd be able to coat
That'd be cool.
coat one of your arrows with it. Yeah.
An acid arrow.
Yeah.
Captain Whitemane's he's at the helm, just shaking his head and says, I asked you when you boarded my ship if you were bad luck. Maybe I cursed you myself. But this shit is crazy. Any more surprises up your sleeves? That's right, I'm blaming you for this one.
Only good ones.
Never in my 20 years of sailing have I had 2 massive encounters in one day.
And you're lucky to have us
Technically
because
3, I mean.
3.
Yeah. Well, the baby.
You're right, including the baby. It's not even worth half the gold you've given me. But I appreciate your efforts to protect the ship. I mean, it's in your best interest to protect the ship after all. I still appreciate it.
How far are we from Whitestone?
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep?
Well, it's only,
The
it's only
white-
been-
Been watching
it's
too much
approaching the
Critical
end
Role.
approaching the end of the first night. And
I almost said Winterfell too.
Winterfell.
Just too many, man.
it's approaching it's basically at this point the sun has set, the moon is up, it's becoming nighttime of the first night. Whitemane kind of pulls a few levers, you hear the water elemental shut down and the ship comes to a stop, and he releases what appears to be a anchor into the water. He says, all right, well, Vines here will do a watch for tonight. I'm gonna go and hit the hay. Tomorrow's another day, and hopefully a less eventful one. So I'm gonna go to bed. I don't want to hear any shit. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Sorry, yes, sir. Yes,
What
sir.
if there's more of those water leaper things?
Let's let him sleep.
You want us to not
We're
fight?
already in trouble.
Some time has passed before he had anchored off. Hopefully you've passed whatever water leaper territory there was, but if there is some, sorry for the person that's out there by himself.
I'm gonna cast my hut.
Do you mean to tell us that you've never encountered those creatures in any of your travels up and down this river?
I have not. I have seen them a few times elsewhere, but not on this river.
Oh,
I can't
wait.
help but feel the recent activity of giants and battles around these areas have polluted these waters with foul creatures. I don't know what it is, a curse perhaps, but... And water leapers in their rivers, this close to civilization, is something new for me. Well, I'm going to bed.
Well, then it is
Are
in
we
your
taking
best
a short
interests.
Sorry, Lucius.
It is in your best interest to get us where we need to go, as we are currently the. No, I'm not going to go that far. As we are currently attempting to solve the giant problem ourselves.
Well, it appears to be a mutual interest for the both of us to get. I want to get there and lie, sell my goods, and you need to get there to do whatever it is you need to do. I don't want to know your business. It seems to be way
Yes,
outside
I am.
the realm
I
of
am-
my campaign.
I am. I am curious how well you think you would have fared had we not been on board.
It's okay, Lucius.
You know,
stop fighting him, man.
I can't help
It's
but
okay.
feel that these water leapers were attracted to this ship because we had a stinking fat baby on board and a bunch of straggly crew members. A lot of meat. I think I've fared just fine with the two of us here. Me and Vines. We attract less of attention. You know what I'm saying? I can't help but feel your presence has caused me more pain than it's worth. But I'm willing to.
Too late. You're not
Well
gonna
then,
kick us off now.
Perhaps we should all stay below deck for the rest of the journey.
You have free reign on the ship. That hasn't changed.
Or better yet, maybe we should throw that baby overboard.
That baby is your responsibility. I have nothing to do with it, nor will I
Certainly
speak
not
of any
my
ill.
responsibility.
Your party's responsibility. Whatever you do with it is up to you. I promise you I will not alert authorities of whatever you wish to do, as long as you do not torture it upon my ship.
Melee. So I'm gonna assume that we took a short rest, and I used some hint
Oh,
dice.
long rest, right?
Well, it's nighttime now, so you'll be once you guys want to hit the hay, be doing a long rest.
Yeah, I still took a short rest before, just in
Okay.
case.
Sure.
And
Yeah. I'm gonna-
now I'm also gonna cast my hut.
Okay. So you're doing it whereabouts?
I'm gonna do it here.
Top deck. All right, front of the ship.
Does anyone want to come in my hut?
I'll come in.
Well, if everybody's gonna stay up here, sure.
Well, it's gonna be up, but if you don't come in, then you won't have access to it, basically.
We need to post a watch at least though. Usual.
As Whitemane
Well,
heads.
I'll watch
Vines
from inside.
keeping
Can I
watch.
watch from inside?
Yeah, it's a few
Yeah.
portholes, but you know.
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have
you
to-
can see out from.
Oh,
it.
sorry.
From-
Yeah. Whitemane heads below deck and says, "I don't understand you people. I've got a perfectly fine bunks down below, and you choose to sleep on the hardwood above deck.
You got bugs down there, man.
Well,
So,
suit yourself. Whatever you
I'll
guys
go
wanna do."
down. I'll go down below deck.
As you go down below deck, you hear
I'll take
Captain
the comfort of a makeshift bed.
Whitemane. You see Whitemane kind of just go into his room. You just hear him muttering under his breath. Damn elves in there, and these dwarves and whatever these people are. I don't know what they are. It smells like damn poopery in here. Damn it. And he goes into
Can I use prestidigitation to like clean up the spilled perfume?
sure.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I guess you can. And the smell has kind of
You see?
permeated the wood and whatever, but it does help alleviate some of the intensity of the smell.
Let me read the description of the spell real quick.
All right.
Well, I mean, like carry on, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Rogadar looks at you guys and says, "As much as I enjoy with the rest of you, I think Lucius has the right idea. Good hard rest is what we need. I'm gonna go down below deck." And he heads towards one of the bunks below.
yeah, he has a good point.
we all just leave.
It's like that awkward sleepover. Not really working out.
Yeah, you know, my mom's calling. I gotta go.
It's been a while since I slept in a hammock.
All right, so those of you who go down below deck and finds kind of take. Anything else you guys want to do before the end of the night?
I'm gonna keep dawn watch after the 4 hours.
Okay. At which point, you see Vines is up there. He's kind of curled up into the corner of the ship, and he's fallen asleep during his watch.
Oh, excellent. Then I'll definitely keep Dawn watch.
And you maintain the watch. Wolverine, where are you staying tonight?
I'm in the dome
Okay.
With baby.
with the baby.
Yeah.
It's a great pillow.
Sleeping on his
Yeah, the baby. So the baby throughout the night keeps you up. It wiggles. It moves. It cries constantly for food. At one point, you're holding it over the edge of the boat as it's doing its business from all those rations. But you are the rest of you are having a hard time sleeping. Wolverine, you're just up all night taking care of this baby.
Suffer exhaustion.
Zaya and Luna, make Constitution saving throws.
Oh my gosh, another one? Is it for frighten?
to see if you get all your health.
Oh fuck, 11. Oh yay, good for you.
17.
Luna, you toss and turn, but you manage. You're being an elf. You manage to kind of in between meditation, just kind of maintain some sort of rest. Zaya, you have a few weird dreams, being chased by a large screaming boulder as you're running down a hill. It's just weird stuff are happening in your mind, but you manage to get a full sleep. Wolverine, you've been up all night, just taking care of this baby. You catch a break, take a sleep, look up to the baby wakes you up. You don't manage to get a full's rest. You manage to get a rest, but by the time the day breaks, you are exhausted.
Can I not take the baby after I finish my 4 hours of sleep?
If you want to, but
I'd
it has this unnatural attachment. Well, I mean, you can try to take care of it, but as it's shitting, it's like that. You're not really. You don't
I
have the
cannot carry that.
strength to hold this baby, essentially.
Okay, never mind then.
Essentially, forcing Wolverine to be the one to do all these things, carrying him around and feed him and burp the baby. So
Not
you guys
just any baby, a huge baby.
No, not a huge baby. Charlie Lucius, the chubby hill giant. Baby.
At which point, Wolverine. So, morning comes. You guys wake up. The captain comes up top deck to see how things are doing. Lucius is up there doing his morning watch. You guys wake up on top deck, a little sore in the back, but Rodar's feeling great. Annabelle's feeling great. Lucius
I'm great. How was it last night, guys?
You guys
I had a
walk up
good
and ask
night,
that
sir.
question. You just see Wolverine's eyes are just wide, bags. He's just kind of just like trying to take care of this baby who's now asleep. But Wolverine, you are suffering from one point of exhaustion, not being able to have a good sleep.
How do I write that down?
Right somewhere, I don't know.
Listen, man. The baby's asleep. Go below deck. Catch some 40 winks. We got this. Don't worry, we got this.
I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real quick. 1 second.
Oh man, I'm so tired.
Go, listen, just put it down, or bring it down with you and put it in one of the hammocks. The rocking will put it to sleep.
I don't even know if I can fit in one of the hammocks myself.
True.
I'll put it in the hammock. I'll lay down on the floor and I'll like push it a little bit to rock it.
Yeah, put your foot on it.
You guys are still in the hut?
Well,
Chatting about this?
is the hut still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind then.
I shall. I'm gonna try that. Why does this thing, you notice the baby just like moves weird?
Yeah, Mike has to move it.
Okay.
All right.
Good night, Wolverine.
So
Did I get like a short rest out of that, like a 1 hour?
Yeah, I'll see you get a short rest.
So I've
Big
Anakel's
difference.
convinced me, since the baby's now asleep, to go downstairs, put it on a hammock, and I'll rock it with my foot as I try to sleep during the day.
All right. So you try to do some daytime sleeping. Okay. So it's what kind of day is it today?
Man, I feel like it's been forever we're on this boat.
No.
Only the second
Tired.
day.
Really?
All right. So it's another bright sunny day, Lucius. I'm sorry. Another 20 on my weather die roll. Captain Whitemane's just up there. He says, "Oh, okay, this should be a better day. No more troubles. Let's just get to Waterdeep. I want to get rid of you guys." Throughout the day, is there anything you guys want to do? Talk to, learn, discover, figure out anything for?
I want to try to figure out a way to rush the elemental to get there faster.
Anything else that anyone else wants to do?
Unless Captain Whitemane knows anything of Waterdeep that we can.
Okay. So yeah, as you're sailing, you kind of approach Watermane. Wow. Whitemane. And it's, strike up a conversation. He's obviously an individual of Waterdeep. And he kind of gives you stories of his past work as one of the he was commanding a ship on the Waterdevian fleet at some points earlier in his thing, his career, at which point during the Spell Plague and the war between Neverwinter, where the fleet got demolished, he kind of left the Navy and began to do explorations out to the west and around the worlds, and then settled basically on to doing river runs because now he's getting old. But he talks to you about Waterdeep a bit, and I guess what are you asking him?
Just I don't know. Is there anything of any point of interest that would help us adventurers? In particular, when it comes to fighting giants.
He says,
any people that could help us?
Says, "Oh, I don't know too much about that, but
anybody who can take care of a giant for us."
Perhaps I don't have much knowings of these kind of things, but I think Waterdeep won't have a problem with a giant in its city. What do you know about the history of Waterdeep? Do you know much about it?
No, I come from the Eastern Lands. I know nothing about it.
Interesting. All right. Well, long ago, before your time, I suppose, I was only but a young dwarven boy.
Oh, please, you're still young.
Thank you. The water does natural wonders to my face. Back in the day when, during during wars and the Spell Plague and other various threats on the city had employed a force of elite soldiers to protect it. They would call upon them from time to time to protect Waterdeep from various creatures and demons and other sources of threats. Have you heard of the Grey Hands?
No. They sound cool though.
They call themselves Force Grey. You see, there was about 8 members of Force Grey. And he kind of contemplates as he's thinking back on the history of it, as he opens up his tab here on his internet. Just going super slow. He says, Force Grey. There was about 8 members. They would protect Waterdeep, and Waterdeep had were into great depth to these individuals. There was Asper, the female elf. She was a beautiful but soft-spoken woman from the tales, a follower of Timora, the goddess of luck. There was the Grizzlebeard, a dwarfen like me, that yielded a massive greatsword and protected Waterdeep against the ongoings of criminal activity in Skullport below the Under Mountain. And he kind of goes off, rambles on about different members and kind of keeping interest. And then he mentions, and he gets to a particular individual of Force Grey. He says, "Oh, I believe there was Harshnag the Grim. He was a frost giant.
Whoa,
and a member
really?
of Force Grey.
Frost giants.
They say that when he saw Harshnag approaching, it was time to run. Not from him, but because he was coming to kill something. Or stop something. Something bad. Something big. Force Grey left damages beyond belief behind them, in their wake. but at the same time, they protected a lot of people and saved a lot of people.
Are the Grey Hands still around?
No. They disbanded many years ago after the war had, the Spell Plague War had ended, and the conflict with Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter subsided. Their need was no longer required, and they disbanded their members forgotten, off into the world of Faerun. But I tell you this story because giants have a special place in the heart of Waterdeep for those who remember Force Grey. So I don't think you should have any trouble with your little Charlie Lucius, the chubby, fat hill giant. Hopefully, anyways. If you can convince the guards, that is.
Oh, this is very useful information. Yeah, thanks, man. This is cool.
Alright, well, to Waterdeep we go. And you guys kind of have more conversation, just talking about past adventures, past expeditions, a little more about Force Grey.
I'm going to ask Rogadar if he would fancy a game of dragon chess.
All right.
Getting a little bit restless.
All right. Yeah, you guys pull up
Sure.
You pull up a crate and sit around it, and you pull out your chessboard.
Gee, I have a little travel-sized dragon chess set.
Does it have little magnetic slots where you can it falls off?
It's arcane. It's an arcane dragon chess set.
Yes. That's what they tell you, but it's magnets. That's how they do the magic.
What are magnets?
It's a magical substance.
Let's look at intelligence roll against Jenna, see you win.
DM reconnect.
Okay. Is that better? I will refresh.
Okay. Rogadar has bested me this time.
Yeah, he outplays you. Close game, but Rogadar was just holding back as he sips his tea. And
He was holding back.
He sips his tea and just kind of half absentmindedly just places pieces. Is there anything else you guys want to do before we fast track?
I'm good.
You good? You good? Everyone
Yeah.
good? Zaya, done complaining?
She's AFK.
She is AFK.
No, okay. So I can assume that she does not give a shit. All right. Once my game's loaded here. I think I just lost cam, so whatever. All right.
Oh, we're out of this map. Whew.
Back
We
to
did
the
it, guys.
greenery.
Land. Oh, land.
The
We were in a river. You could see land the whole time.
so the journey, the second day journey, it's pretty eventful. You have a good conversation with the captain, share some good stories, play a few games. At one point, you swear you spot off into the distance a raggedy looking creature that's just hunched over. It's got moss all over its body and wears some tattered clothing. It looks very similar to Raja.
Raja. Wait, that troll thing we fought?
It looks similar to a troll, but it has webbed hands and webbed feet, and just
I don't remember anybody named Raja.
Neither.
That was the thing we fought.
Oh, sorry,
that's the
it's
thing
not
we fought with
Raka.
the
Raka.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was
Ah.
a troll.
three,
Right, the Raka
three
troll.
heads.
It looks similar to, but it looks to be like a troll that has webbed fingers and webbed feet, and kind of fish-like scales on its face. It chases the boat for some time, but in the interest of Zaya's interest, Lucius casts banishment on it, and it disappears. And you guys continue to sail on. There's no trouble at all. The water troll just disappears into existence, off into its own little worlds. And you guys, you find yourself in the distance. You can start to smell the sea, the salt water coming from the Sea of Swords along the Sword Coast.
I start having nightmare flashbacks to when we were here last time with Luna.
Yes, you do. Captain Whitemane says, All hands on deck! All hands on deck! And Vines goes down to below deck to grab those of you that are down below. One mate comes up all tired, googly-eyed, and carrying the baby.
No time has gone by. Got no sleep.
No, the day has passed. It's late evening, almost late afternoon, almost evening at this point.
Oh, so we got
day.
like 8 hours.
Yeah. You managed to get your rest.
Oh, sweet.
In the distance, you can see the kind of the landscape has tapered off. You can see the sea off in the distance, and off towards to the right side, along the road, you can see small settlements of homes. They are lit as the night is falling, but this little village is but a small point against the backdrop that you see. Behind it, you see a large wall that encompasses a large mountain that just overshadows everything around you. It is Mount Waterdeep that you see, and the large walls is the scale of Waterdeep itself.
We're finally here.
The captain pulls a few levers, stops the ship, drives it towards the shoreline, and says, "Well, companions, sailor folk, we are here. We have made it to Waterdeep. This is where I must leave you. I can't take you to the dock ward. You're not on my manifest. Neither is that giant."
But he's a baby.
You're a little bit racist, aren't you?
It's not about racism. It's about I can't bring smuggled goods into the city. I don't lose my job.
Well, we thank you for your hospitality. The last 2 days were very, very
Eventful?
enjoyable, eventful.
I must say that despite the damages to my ship and just the overall nightmare of the whole thing, it was quite an adventure, and I appreciate the stories that you shared, and I know Vines appreciates it too. Anyways, get off my ship.
I am happy to accept that
Yeah.
instruction.
Land.
All right, guys.
So he pulled up kind of along the shore.
Yeah. It's
Just a little ways outside of Waterdeep.
I jump overboard.
so you guys are on the outskirts of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
What he mentioned was Undercliff. It's a kind of a district that is a village district outside of Waterdeep. And now Luna, Anakel would recognize this place as being the village of where they had departed when they went to go retrieve the Moonlight Violets from small islands where Anakel killed a little boy and started the down demise of his whole stories.
Guys, we've been here before. We have a friend. His name was what was the guy's name? That alchemist? Mike?
I wasn't here.
Yeah, his name was crap. I gotta find it.
Oh, well, we met some people here. They're friendly.
Mm-hmm.
He was an inn, right? He owned an inn.
Yeah, he owned a small. He owned a
Yeah.
small little.
It's getting late. Like we've been here. As you know, I killed a child here, just outside.
You what?
You know
When
my
you thought
story.
he was already dead.
I was open to. I've been open about this. I murdered a small child. It was here in this town, just off the coast. There's a little island we went to. Anyways, we met some person here who owns the inn. He'll remember me.
And me?
Yeah, we were in good standings. I beat him up last time. But he might have a room for us because it's getting late.
I mean, it's not super late. It's late evening. Like
Oh, okay.
Waterdeep. It's not like you need to pitch a tent at the moment. It's
Never mind.
you got some time. The sun's setting. It looks nice against the water.
How long a journey would it be to walk directly to Waterdeep?
You'd say about, you can see it in the distance, maybe a couple hours at the most.
Perhaps we can make it all the way to Waterdeep's Inn.
Mhm.
Stay in the city for the night.
That'd be a good idea.
Unless anybody has any reason they need to stop in this little village.
Nope. Not me.
No reason for me.
Why don't we head? Oh, we're heading. I don't know. Never mind. I was thinking Nightstone, but we are heading to Waterdeep, so we can make it to Waterdeep. All good. I thought we were detouring. I was like, what? No.
We're gonna be passing the docks on the way, right? Like in this town.
Mhm.
Yeah. Of Undercliff, you'll be past. You can pass. Yeah, you can pass. Because kind of just left you off at the end there.
I don't want to leave the group. I'll just walk with them, but I just want to just keep my eye out and see if I can find the person who took us to the island. I forgot her name.
All right. So make it.
I forgot her name. Oh, no, sorry, not persuasion. Sorry. Perception 9.
You look around for a young teenage girl with wild red hair, and a boat. One in particular, a Chimeress. That's
yes.
that was always a little terrified and a little bit of Morty in terms of Rick and Morty. She was just always didn't want to be there. But
well, okay. If I don't see her, I just by any chance see if Grim is still here. I wanted to ask her about him, but
yeah, no. So you look around. You know, Grim had ran off into the wind on his normal steed to do the deeds of the great DM. Yeah, but you catch a glimpse of kind of tying up her little boat, and she's just talking to herself, not muttering, but she's just full on talking to herself. She's a little crazy.
I just walk over again. Like I don't want to leave the party, so I'm gonna keep them in sight. But I quickly walk over and I'm like, "Hey, Chimeress, remember us?"
What? Do I know you? I don't think I know you. I didn't take it. I swear.
You took us to the island.
I didn't take anything from the islands. Not the island. I want to go back to the islands. Oh man. Oh, that was so wild. Oh, that's the best thing I ever did. That was the worst thing I ever did. Shut up. No, you shut up.
Wait, is she now turned crazy?
Yeah, and she got more crazy than we met her.
Yeah, she was a little loose to begin with, but having been to this island and seeing a little bit some crazy shit going down, and she basically like left you.
I remember that.
It's not sitting well with her.
Was that me playing that character?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I do not remember her personality.
I changed it after you play.
Oh.
I don't even bother. I'm just okay. Have a great life. As I sing again, I turn around, I walk back the other room, and like,
What a goodbye. Have a great life.
She just goes back to tying her boat, saying, just rambling to herself. She's obviously gone a little more dense.
A little loopy.
So you guys spend the next couple hours. Roads are.
if we ever need a ride, we got a boat person. But until then,
I don't know if we want to take her.
As you guys are walking, you see the Riverdasher cut across and head towards Waterdeep along the shoreline. You can see Whitemane waves you off, and he sails off towards Waterdeep. You make the trek. It's still pretty densely populated. A lot of people on the roads. The houses are well built. They're all straight brick roads with tiled roofs and straight, chimneys. Everything's well built and maintained. You see the remnants of an old barracks that Undercliff used to be used for before it became a town. And as you approach Waterdeep, you see banners and flags adrift with the emblem of Waterdeep.
Can't believe we made it. It's been like 3 weeks of travel or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not that long, but it's been a while.
It's been like a few days.
All right.
It's been a long time. That's all I know.
All right, here we are. So, Anakel, you pull out your map of Waterdeep. Captain Whitemane provided you, and you guys look
Wolverbane has it.
that it is divided into multiple districts. You see the Castle Ward, the Dock Ward, Field Ward, see Southern Trade, and the City of the Dead. Undercliff is not marked here, but you know that's because it's outside the city.
So, guys, I had a chat with Whitemane. He said that our best bet to find
Dragon.
Sorry, Chazloth would most likely be in the North Ward. And then I retell the story about the Greyhands, and so They seem to be okay with giants in the city. We might be able to find some information. Maybe we can even find this frost giant and see if he can help us with this baby. His name is Harshnag.
All right.
Harshnag the Frost Giant.
He says to himself. As you guys approach, kind of getting closer, the looming, towering mountain of Waterdeep just kind of is just there. It's so imposing and it's just a focal point of the city that they call the City of Splendor. Make perception checks. These guys are kind of looking around, just heading towards the city.
Oh, natural 20.
5.
Okay. Where are we here? Let's go on book. You guys are discussing and talking and looking at the map. Zaya, being the smallest one, yet with your head up in the sky, you kind of just look around. You're just kind of eyeing Mount Waterdeep. It's so tall that the clouds kind of crest around the peak. From here, it's hard to see. You can't. Yeah, it's a massive structure. But as you're kind of watching the clouds just floating around the mountaintop itself and around the mountain, you see one particular cloud shift.
Where's the mountain on the map?
It's to the
north
west.
area.
It's this here.
For the west?
That's Mount Waterdeep. It sits on the.
Okay, hold on. I'm
It's-
gonna zoom out and then Oh, is
It's
it
here.
this? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's Mount Waterdeep.
Is this all hill on the right side then? Like
Yeah,
on
that's
the
all
right
this.
side?
That's just hill. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, Luna, as you're
And
Zaya,
we're arriving from the
from the east,
South.
east.
Southeast.
Where did the boat drop us? Oh,
like
okay.
off to the east where the Deshrin River
Sorry,
hits.
this map is really big and.
Yeah, I know. All right. So again, as you guys are discussing, you look at the clouds. You're just kind of watching them because it's interesting to see clouds around the mountaintop. It's pretty interesting. As some clouds fade and some clouds move, you see some clouds fade away, and you see a couple of towers sitting on top of a cloud as it shifts around the tower. Shifts around the mountain.
Shit. In Waterdeep.
Yeah, it's floating around Mount Waterdeep.
That's bad news.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Maybe not. Bad news.
Well, those
Oh
are
my
the smart
Wait,
ones,
dude.
right?
Do you tell?
Well, we've
do you
met
know
one of them, and he was super chill.
It's a cloud giant castle.
Yeah, from what appears to be, it's a castle structure in a cloud.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't look like Zephyros's tower.
No, it's larger than that. It's multiple towers. It's got a solid base. It looks to be a castle of sorts, a small castle.
Can I see it too?
You
the
were paying-
people of the city appear to be panicking.
No. In fact, there doesn't seem to be any pandemonium. Which
There are
They
people
know about
about.
it.
yeah, there are people about. Like this is a bustling city. The City of Splendor is.
So then I
Rad.
turn to the party and I say, it doesn't seem as though anybody is very concerned, so whatever it is, it must be a normal occurrence.
Do
We
we
could probably ask somebody.
do we know if these guys attacked anyone before? I'm kind of lost in there.
The who?
The cloud giants.
The
We just
cloud,
know-
it was a cloud
They
giant
attacked
tower
me,
that attacked
my city.
Nightstone
Yeah.
Oh right.
and attacked
My
Luna's
city.
town.
Luna City.
And attacked in the Lost Mines of Fendelver finale, as you guys killed.
Yeah, I remember that one. We all got killed from that one.
Okay, so can I look further or how?
Well, you guys are still approaching the gate, so I mean, it's so far. Zaya was able to pick it out of the clouds itself. She spotted before it gets covered again by cloud.
Okay, I'd like to check for the banner at some point, if
Okay.
when we get closer.
Yeah, you're on the way other side of the city. It is far, but yeah, you can definitely make your way to Mount Waterdeep. So you guys approach the castle gates. Traffic is pretty intense. The sun begins to set, and Waterdeep is something to behold for those of you who haven't been here. But people like Lucius, who definitely operates in and around Waterdeep. He's quite familiar with this place. But Waterdeep is the city of splendors. It's a bustling, walled city on the Sword Coast. Some merchants have dubbed Waterdeep as the best supply center in the world, with the largest collection of superb craftworks, experts, and useful contacts, and hirelings from around the world. Others caution that the city houses a veritable army of potential enemies for those who aren't careful. And everyone agrees that its wide, crowded streets are full of spies. You know that the Waterdeepian nobles and the families and guilds hold tremendous political and economical sway up and down the Sword Coast from within here. But the true power lies with the masked lords of Waterdeep. These are rulers that convene in secret, whose identities are largely unknown, as they do wear masks, of course. But the public ruler, the public face of Waterdeep, is known as the Open Lord. And the current Open Lord is Lady Layrell Silverhand, who's been holding this position for not too long. For the Zentarum, Lucius, have worked in here quite often. Zentarum have a heavy presence within Waterdeep, as it is a...
Sorry, just real quick. The position is called Open Hold?
Open Lord.
Open Lord, and it's Lady what?
Lady Layrell Silverhand. Let me type that out.
And this is an information that Lucius only knows, or do we?
No, I mean this is kind of common knowledge of Waterdeep, because it's kind of also the capital of Faerun. So you kind of have this. You would know the basic knowledge of how this place works. But everyone operates out of this being pretty much the capital, the new capital of Faerun. Everything operates out of here. For the Zentarum, there is a constant struggle with Xantar's Thieves Guild, which operates through the sewers and deep into Skullports down below the mountain.
They act as competition, basically?
Yeah, there's a lot of competition between Xantar.
Like a secondary black market kind of thing?
They are basically a black market that operate Waterdeep and pose a huge kind of pain in the ass for the Zentarum. Always just causing troubles. But basically, this is a city where if you want it, you could probably find it here. So you approach the guards at the front gate. Sorry?
Bracers?
Who needs bracers when you've got bracers?
You approach the gates. There's a guard stations, and you've noticed that there's different types of guards all about. You catch guards on mounts that carry long spears and banners of Waterdeep, and they kind of patrol around the area. But the guards that are standing at the gate look to be kind of more of like a city watch, and they see you. There's a ton of them guarding the gates, but there's a lot of traffic going in and out.
Nobody turns an eye toward the giant baby.
Well, I mean, as you're approaching, I guess.
We should put a cloak on his. Do we have any? Oh, we don't have anything. We could have put something on over the baby. It's okay. Let's just onward and forward.
Hey, I'm a big guy. I have a big baby.
Yeah, simple. Makes sense.
All right. So as Waterdeep, as you walk past these, are whispering, you hear some of them jeer and laugh at the hideousness of it.
Yeah, can I not walk really close? I'm assuming Lucius is walking away from them.
Oh yeah, I'm as far as reasonable.
All right.
I'm with Lucius on this.
All right.
I'm walking behind everybody, staring up at the cloud.
All right.
I'm guessing Rogadar is with us.
Yeah, so you guys kind of spread out, stagger yourselves as not to be associated. The guards are again laughing at you, Warbane, in the corner, but one walks over to you and says, "Ho there, friend! Welcome to Waterdeep. You from around here?" As he's kind of walking around you, looking at Charlie.
Not from around here, no.
Get nice outfits, fancy weapons, and a particularly interesting passenger.
This is my son. His name is Charlie.
Oh, he's your boy.
He's my boy.
Ah,
big strapping lad.
Is there there's something wrong with him?
He has a glandular problem, I've been trying to find a cleric that can fix it.
Cleric, you say, huh? Make a deception.
We should just tell the truth.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, brother.
Oh,
Can I add a little inspiration to that?
You're not walking close to these guys.
All right, that's true.
Keeping our distance.
Yeah, which doesn't appear like we are on this picture, but yeah, we're just not there.
Yeah, so he kind of eyes you at your lies, says, "Can't see his face. May I?" And he kind of just...
It's under all the fat. You can go look at it.
He he looks up. He lifts up the fat. At which point Charlie just lets out this biggest burp that echoes throughout the valley, right in this guy's face.
That's my boy.
He's just like, "Oh, the giants!"
Friend.
Everyone pulls their weapons.
I get in front of them between Wolverine. I'm like, stop, hold on. Okay, listen, we didn't want to cause any trouble. Truth is, we found this baby abandoned after his mother had died from seemed to be attacked by the hill. I don't want to mention them actually. Some mercenaries. We obviously couldn't just leave it. I mean, some people might agree to leave it, but we didn't want to leave it. And as I recall, Waterdeep had a relationship with giants at some point with the Grey Hands and the frost giant named Harshnag.
Harshnag.
So I mean,
Gab, you know your history, don't you, pal?
Just a baby, man. We're trying to find a place for it. Not all giants are bad.
Make a persuasion with this, with advantage.
Please be one of the first good roll of the day.
Oh my gosh.
oh, come on.
They kind of converge around this baby. They're like, "The Grey Hands have not been around here for some time. I don't think I can grant you access into the city unless I confiscate this baby."
How do you confiscate a baby?
"Well, I'm going to take it from you if you enter the city."
And do what with the
What are
baby?
you gonna? His name is Charlie. What are you gonna do with him?
What do you do?
Can like Lucius find another customs officer and just like enter the city?
Yeah. There's lots of wide open gates. There's crowds going in and out. They're all eyeball whispering. You can slip in, no problem.
I kind of come just close enough to kind of be within earshot, and I just kind of say, "Well, I suppose that settles that," and then I just walk away and go into the city.
All right, so you enter the city. He says, "I will deliver to my commanding officer, and what they choose to do with this giant will be up to them."
He's just a little baby.
"We will take very good care of him."
Be sure that you do.
And do you give the baby to him?
He's very heavy. You might need 2 or 3 strapping soldiers to do it. But I pick him up and I hold him out and drop him into your arms.
Well, 3 guards come over and they're like holding him, and the baby struggles, begins to cry. It just starts like, you see the flaps of its mouth, like the folds just as the air is escaping. It begins to squirm and scream. It's just causing quite a tear, and not even the 3 guards can contain it. As a 4th guard now comes in, they're all trying to hold the baby. It's causing quite the scene. Now everyone's stopped. Everyone's watching as you're standing there, and
you just
5th
let
guard
us
comes
take
in.
him. We can control it. The baby has already bound to this big
Can
man over here.
Can I attempt to stealth and blend into the crowd?
Yeah. I mean, they
In case.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, you see this happening, and AM the night, and you disappear into the crowds. Yeah. So the guards are just 5 guards are now holding this baby, who's now squirming and screaming. They can barely contain themselves. One gets knocked in the face. His helmet was flying off the ground. So the 4 guys can't hold it. They're struggling to just contain this baby. It can't even move at this point.
I take the sack and I say, "This can hold them on your shoulders," and I give it to him.
Not their shoulders.
Their heads are too preoccupied. They're just looking.
I kind of just place it on his head, like drape it on him.
It doesn't. The baby clearly like it crawls past one of them and tries to get to you, and it's pulling
Pick
away.
him
It's
up,
like
Wolverine.
grabbing.
Pick him up. Pick
And
him up.
they're just-
Prove to them that he's.
Oh, and
a
no,
baby.
I take out some beef jerky, and I say he loves this. This is his favorite, and I hand it to one of the guards. I
As
just
he
kind of
tries to grab it, he
kind of
tries
like
to
put it down his like armor, just because he has no hands for it.
Yeah, no, he quickly grabs one and tries to stick it in Charlie's mouth, Charlie just engulfs the whole arm of this man, and he's like, "Oh!" Just like screaming. He's got this. It's causing quite a nightmare. One of the guards just shouts, "Get more men!" What are the rest of you guys doing?
And now
I'm-
stealth and go inside.
I'm
wanna-
just waiting on the
wanna-
inside.
I want to stay close to Lucius-ish. I want to
Okay.
like.
Yeah, you guys blend in. The rest of you guys entering?
Yeah, well, if they're not gonna let us take the baby, then we'll. All right, good luck. We'll be back for Charlie. And they grow fast.
All right, so are you? Rognar goes in. Wait, you leaving, Charlie? Going in?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I'll,
you leave just a crying. Its voice echoes throughout the inner streets. What do you guys do from the side?
Oh, can I quickly ask the guard where can we pick him up from on the way out?
They're struggling. They're like, "Whoa! Where are you staying? Where are you staying?"
Oh, we don't know yet. We just arrived.
He
We're heading to the
says,
North Ward. We're heading to the North Ward.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
North Ward. All right. Go to our. They're like struggling. Go to our commanding outpost in the North Ward. You'll find it. Just tell them who you are.
Okay. Good luck. They grow.
All right. So it's nightfall. By the time you have approached the city and this whole debacle, the city is now in lights, and the sun has set. It's nighttime out.
Well, I suppose our first order of business should be finding dwellings for the
Chazloth?
evening.
Please,
Oh.
just stay.
I doubt that this Chazloth is going to want a
Stable?
visitor at night.
But we could probably head to the North Ward, find an inn there.
What is like the scale? Like, how long would it take us to walk to the North Ward?
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's
quite
a
a
pretty
trek.
huge,
Yeah.
huge city, right? It's
Yeah,
like
it's
walking across Toronto.
Yeah.
Sure.
Can I, at this point, can I see the cloud better?
You haven't got too much closer. I mean, yeah, you can see the cloud, but again, it's with the moonlight and just all the other clouds covering it. You see it occasionally peek up. And,
Okay.
Parts of the walls are exposed before covered, getting in cloud.
So since I have good sight, can I spot for a flag or like a crest
Sure.
or anything?
Make a investigation, or make a perception.
21!
You catch like you catch a glimpse occasionally of the banners hanging down from the walls. You don't have
Mhm.
you never get a good angle. You catch colors, a few colors here, a few shapes here and there. After watching for a bit, you manage to kind of piece the image of a mask. What you think it's a mask as a sigil. It appears to be a mask, anyways.
Okay.
Okay. So where do you guys go?
Nearest inn, I guess. Yeah.
A nice one though. I don't want to go to
Alright.
Yeah,
Shady.
we'll find a nice place.
All right, so you walk around the streets for a bit. The streets
Yeah,
are
not
still
near the
quite-
entrance
And
gate
one
because
that has
they
a
know
nice
those are tourist
shade.
traps.
Yeah, you find there's a lot of shops are closing, a lot of side
Well,
stalls.
okay, I know Waterdeep. What is an inn nearby?
Based on what Zaya said, you know, something that's nice. There's
4.5
stage.
stars minimum.
Yeah, like I would normally
How
just
many?
Yeah,
dive.
you know where
Since I don't care.
the best one is, Lucius. I mean, the Griffin Nest near
Hey,
Mount
hey,
Waterdeep.
Lucius, like that place that you're thinking of, I can stay for free, right?
No.
Are you sure? Can I
Yes.
attempt to persuade Lucius?
Why would you be able to stay for free?
You can't persuade fact.
I can't stay for free. Why would you be able to stay for free?
Because we'll find a reason. just watch. I'll stay for free.
So with Lucius
Wow.
leading the way, you guys, Lucius, there's the griffin nest near the mountain, the shimmering swan over the dock ward. But the dock ward's kind of iffy. It's got a lot of dock hands and workers. It's kind of where the shady stuff goes down, which you're familiar with. It's kind of where you usually hang out. A few other ones, the mountain's respite, and a few others. But you know of a particular inn, one that would satisfy Zaya's needs, one that would satisfy everyone's needs. It would be a particularly great one for you guys, for adventurers. It's like the staple of taverns, the crown jewel of Faerun, and you lead them towards it, deep within the castle ward, where the rich people live. You guys, you find like a passing caravan, a wagon to the city, and you hitch a ride towards the castle ward. And following Lucius's lead, Lucius, you lead them to a large establishment near the base of the mountain. The mountain towers over you. As you guys get close, you now see the castle in all its glory above you. You guys head towards this particular tavern. It is massive. It's huge. It's built into the side of the mountain itself. It scales multiple floors. It is just beautiful in design. Carvings, wooden carvings, statues just built into the stonework itself. It is quite a beholding sight. And just sprawled in large writing across the top, it just says, "The Yawning Portal."
Oh, shit.
And I think that's where we'll end for the night.
Wow. No, nothing. Are we doing this? Is this actually happening?
What? It's just an inn.
It's the best in and around the Yawning Portal.
Oh, boy.
The long con, guys.
Oh boy.
So
we finally
next
made it.
time we start, we enter that inn.
Yeah. You're standing before the grand, famous inn in all of Faerun.
DM, I'm gonna message you a couple of things
I know what you're gonna
that
ask.
Lucius plans.
While
on
while
doing.
the DM gets the Yawning Portal campaign ready.
It's not
That's
a campaign. It's just random.
It's a great side story. I've got a great idea on how we can do it for side things. But nonetheless, that was it for today.
Cool. Well, thanks for watching, people,
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
and we'll see you. We're definitely on next week, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Better be.
You know how we
We've had
are.
enough.
Thursday?
enough
Yeah, no,
chances.
we're free. So Thursday next week.
All right. Well, we'll see you all next week then. Have a good night.
See ya. Good night.
Bye.